Yo, what up? Super Hideo. She hates Drake. How you do? How you both doing? How's your Tuesday? I think I did everything right. I was kind of. It's hot. I want to turn on the AC. It's my brain right now. I was like, turn on the AC, turn on the AC. But I'm trying to make sure I did everything. Yes. It's like, honestly, setting up the stream is like a 20-step checklist. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's so much. Like, but yeah. How's your Tuesday, y'all? Good to see ya. She hates Drake. I know. You know what I mean? How you doing? Super Hideo. What's up? What's up? My bad if I'm a little delayed too. I was like trying to fix my mic. So yeah. Let me turn on the AC before I melt. Dun, dun. Suadale, yo, it was a slow Tuesday, but got back really bad. Oh, really bad shoulder blame. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I hate that. Oh, Cherry Cola too. Yo, we put the team on our back. I'm gonna see a Cherry Cola. Both got some back pain. I did my stretches yesterday. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know. I hope from watching me, I didn't digitally transfer my back pain to y'all. You know what I mean? Bro, which melting? Which? Am I the witch? Who's the witch? I'm a man. I'm a wizard, Harry. Yeah, the meme. You're a wizard, Harry. But how you doing? Drinking cherry cola right now? Hey, with cherry cola in the chat too, yo. I'm the witch. Oh no. That's okay. I don't mind. Bug it. Yo, Zaku, good to see you, dude. How you doing? How you feeling? You posted something on your story, Zaku, that was hella funny. Oh, I remember what it was. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it on stream though, but I remember it was. You had me dying for the chat messages you posted. I was dying, dude, because it was you were spitting. You weren't wrong. Tell the people. Real quick, video says I must have slept very long last night. That happens to me sometimes too. Yeah, because literally I sleep on this couch. So sometimes it's a pull-out couch, and so like sometimes my pillow, I have a little pillow right here. I need to, because of our hair, Simply Dale, I have to get a specific pillow. But anyway, sometimes it'll fall back behind the couch pull-out thing, and then because of that, like I'll end up like sleeping like that. So it's kind of funny. If she hates Drake, says not in a bad way because you said you were melted. Hey, nothing wrong with being a witch, man. I didn't take it in a bad way. She hates Drake. I was more like making it playing along. My bad. But in Pancorn, real quick. Hello, Pancorn. They're just popping by. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by, Pancorn. How's your Tuesday, dude? How you feeling? And Zaku says, or I can tell whenever I'm welcome back on stream. I mean, we can do it both ways. But I mean, since we already brought it up, I don't want to keep everyone in anticipation. But yeah, Zaku posted a thing where like I guess they were like talking to someone. Like I think over like I think he said it was a dating app, and pretty much they were just like saying something dumb, and Zaku was like, "Look, I know we're on a dating app, but you don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And I was like, "Tell him, Zaku. They're gonna learn today." I love it. I don't know. I'm just I just sometimes I just love to see when people I mean, I don't know. I like seeing people sometimes, sometimes. Lol, that's a fair response. Exactly, yeah. It's just funny because I feel like, I mean, Subadeo and I both agree. We're both just like, tell him. So yeah. Okay, let me print out these orders. Gotta print out these MF and orders. We got about 10. Yeah, March. Free Puerto Rico, hell yeah, dude. Damn straight. Yo, let's get Bad Bunny out here, man. Every once in a while, the one song it's like, so I listen to a lot of Bad Bunny, but the one song that's like, bom 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 bom. I'm like, yo, that bass line, like, you're cracked for doing that. Just the bom 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 bom, and the fact that it's like such a mainstream song with like such a nasty bass, I'm like, dude. I respect it, dude. Free Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rican flag symbol, hell yeah. Rampage, dude, good to see you. How you feeling? How you doing? It's going good. Oh yeah, I'm in my gym clothes because they shut off all the water at my apartment for like maintenance. Because like I was like there was like a hot water issue. I was trying to explain this to Frank when they wanted to take a shower. I was like, yeah, Frank, so I still gotta make a maintenance request. My bad, dude. But like when you're taking a shower, if it's like hot, at some point it might just like instantly get freezing cold and then go back to hot. And Frank was like, all right. Yeah. So I hate when showers do that. And I guess like, yeah, it was like a whole building issue. So they like shut down the water and they turned it back on. But they turned it back on as I got back from the gym. Because I thought it was still off when I left to go to the gym. And they said it should be done by like, 2 o'clock. And it still wasn't. So I was like, okay, it's probably gonna be like an all day thing. So how's it going is I'm feeling like I just finished flexing, but now I'm all sticky from sweat and I have to be sticky for the next 3 hours. So after that, then I can take a shower. So yeah. How about you, Rampage? How's it going for you? And that's if the water's working in 3 hours. If it's not, then I might have to hit up a homie and be like, yo, can I just take a shower at your house real quick? But yeah, let me print out these orders. Print out these orders, dude. Yeah, we got 10. I was gonna say, March usually is like the slowest for music stuff, like in terms of orders, which it isn't a bad thing. It's just every year it's consistently been the slowest. Because I think my theory is everyone gets their like grandma's Christmas money and they're like, I'm gonna buy a vinyl, and they buy a vinyl all through January, February, and then March hits, and I think it's a bit of like everyone's kind of waiting for their tax return to come in, or like people are like kind of putting it off the last minute, and all like the big companies, because like I don't know about y'all, but on Instagram it's like here's another Coca-Cola ad, or like here's like a random cereal ad, like all like the big companies that make their money on like Instagram ads. I think around March is when they finally like, okay, here's our plan for the year, now spend the money. So then like the way it all works is like it's like an auction. So essentially it's like, I don't know, like it's kind of crazy how it works. But pretty much the more people are buying ads, the more the costs go up. So then essentially like, because I'm just like, you want to buy a CD, man? I'm just one dude. So I'm like, hey, so January, February is good for me because there's not much competition, because everyone's just like, well, I don't know, what is my boss going to think if I run this campaign? But like once March hits, it's like, okay, hey, press launch, and then every, the wolves come to feast. And I'm like, I get eaten alive. I'm like, ah! I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah. So that's also how it's going. Sound effects and everything. 21562. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, other than that, I haven't been sleeping much. I've been like, I don't know why, but I'm having a hard time going to sleep. Like I've been really antsy lately. So that's been kind of interesting. Like I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I need to go to sleep more. I guess it's gonna catch up with me at some point. And what else was cool is motherfucking I went through all the job postings last night for the assistant I'm gonna hire, and yeah, there's 194 job applications, and then I rolled it down to 50 because I kind of did a goofy thing to like screen out people, which I feel bad, but like I was just like, hey, look, like I want someone who like read the job application. So if you read the job application, like include this in your application. And then a lot of people didn't include it in their application, which is kind of like, that's kind of like, I don't know, I feel a little bad because it's kind of like, man, like I'm just trying to get a job, bro. Why you gotta do all these tricks? But at the same time, I'm kind of like, because I don't know, I want like, what if some, I don't know, because I think like, what if someone was like, hey Groovy, can you fix my shipping address? And like they didn't read the whole thing, but you asked to. Then we both be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm trying to figure it that way. So I went down to 50. And then after that, I rolled it down to just 5 people. And I'm gonna like probably do the interview with those 5. But, and hopefully they're not watching this right now, because then they'll be like, I got the job already. But I don't want to get too excited. But one person was like, hey, actually, I think this job is perfect for me. Not only my, virtual assistant person, I'm actually like, I run local shows in Manila, out in Philippines. She like sent me a bunch of pictures of like, she helped like some metal band set up a bunch of tour stops out there, and she runs like a I guess she's like friends with people who like run like a monthly night that does all indie sleaze music. So it's like, it's called yeah. So I was just like, yo, like actually yeah. I was like, you're perfect. So I'm gonna do the interview and stuff to make sure, because like on one hand it's like, that's you're actually about the life, let's fucking go. But on the other hand, you know, sometimes working with creatives, you know what I mean? Sometimes I've worked with a lot of DJs in my time, and sometimes, you know, so I've played these games before. I don't know if that makes sense. But let me play Simply Dale, sorry. So we gotta put some background noise to get yourself in a tramp to sleep better. So what's nice actually is I hope this isn't weird to say, but like one thing that's been really funny about like every oh, this is kind of crazy. Every person I've dated is they're always like, I really like your like, so I always show them my Groovy Kaiju stuff. I'm like, oh my god, this is so fun and cool. And then I show them my Aviscerall stuff, and they're always like, this is really good. And then they end up like, a lot of them would end up like going to sleep to it every night. So that every person I was then dating, I would listen to my own music at night. So because of that, now I have to listen like, so every night I put on my own Aviscerall songs. It's like a whole like sleeping playlist, but it's like 90% my own music, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so I do have the background noise, and this is kind of a crazy Instagram reel meme to put on you, simply that, my bad, but it was like a white woman, and she was like me before dating a black man. And she was just sleeping in her bed normally, and it was like me after, and it was just a loud ass fucking like box fan noise, just she's trying to fall asleep with like her new boyfriend, and I was like, damn, that's such a deep cut. Just, like, how did you know that? You know what I mean? Because I have to, like, I have this box fan because I have to sleep with like a fan on. So it's my own beats plus this fan. That's my my wombo combo to fall asleep. And yeah, let me keep replying. And I got a funny story about the fan. Oh my god, I have that fan, dude. Exactly, it's the. I love fan white noise. Hell yeah, dude. Simply Dale says, I think it's kind of fair. Who'll be paying attention to detail more. Exactly. That's like, yeah, that's the thing. Especially because, I don't know, you read the Kaiju Club emails, you know how long they are. And like, that's just how I talk. So I wouldn't want to like hire someone, send them a whole essay, and they're just like reply to the one thing in it. And they're like, no. But even like, you know, because I talk like that, people in the Kaiju Club talk to me like that. So then we end up having these big email like essay exchanges. And if I'm gonna have someone to be like, hey, can you help us decipher these, like this book of emails and do what they ask, like, it's, you know what I mean? So so I hope it makes sense. But you said it's fair, so yeah. Oh, you agree at least. And so you guys see who you got first, yeah. Exactly. So I'm gonna go through the 5 of them, see how they're doing and stuff, and we'll figure it out. And Pancorn says that's cool, lol. Yeah. And oh my god, I have that fan. I love that. Yeah, Cherry Cola. Yeah, fan white noise. I've always just grown up with, you know, I've always just also grown up with fan white noise at all times. But the funniest fan story actually, I had like someone with a fan. You know, Young Shiro, they run Hot Takes. We were hanging out a lot back in the day. Like they'd always drive down from, like, because they used to live in Vegas, so they would drive down from Vegas to LA to like do shows and stuff with us. And they would crash at my place usually, and they would bring like their box fan from home because they were like, dude, I have like really bad insomnia, so I have to have my particular fan on or else I can't fall asleep. So he used to always like pull up with like his decks and like a fan in his car. He was like, I need this fan or else I can't sleep tonight. But I felt hella bad because once he crashed with me and I woke up in the middle of the night because I just heard like the loudest screeching noise from my living room. And I was like, what is that? And I was like, is there like a fire downstairs? So I go, and then I realize there's no fire, and it's just like, you know, just nothing's going on. So I was like, oh shit, is there carbon monoxide in the room? Because that's the only other CO2. So I was like, and like Young Shiro was staying with me. So they were in the living room where the alarm was going off. And I was like, oh no, Young Shiro might be dead. He might have got carbon monoxide poisoning. Holy shit. And then he's like, Groovy, is that you? This alarm's been going off for the past 2 hours. I don't know how to stop it. I was like, oh, thank God, he's alive. And I checked, and the batteries went out at like 2 in the morning after everyone went to sleep. And it was just like the loudest, like, change the batteries. I don't know why. Like, you're gonna die if you don't change these batteries right now. You know what I mean? It was like a fire alarm was going off just because the batteries died. So it was crazy. I felt so bad for Young Shiro that night. I felt especially bad, but I was just glad that I was like, oh wow, okay, you did not get carbon monoxide poisoning. Let's go. You know what I mean? Oh, and Pancorn says, I don't have a box fan, but I always have the ceiling fan on. Yeah, ceiling fan's good too. It's just something about the circulation of air, just like I feel like helps me fall asleep. And I think there's some like kind of science around. Again, what do I know? But I think there's some kind of science around like cooling down your body helps it sleep a lot better. So yeah. Void Shrub, yo! What's up, dude? How you doing? How you feeling, dog? How's your day going? Wait, what did I want to bring up today? I'm sorry, I've been printing out stuff. Oh, actually, okay, so a lot of us are here already. And Void Shrub, actually, I actually really like your advice on this too, now that you're here. So I think I had a crazy idea today. Crazy idea. So one thing, so ever since I like, let me see real quick. Silly Dose says, makes sense. Your body isn't making an effort to sweat, so it doesn't have to work overtime. Exactly. None of this makes sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, it's just like, you know what I mean? Because, when you sleep and it's like hot and like your body starts sweating, it's trying to like cool itself down. Yeah, I mean, because I feel like I sweat more. Like I'm the type of person where like I can only sleep with like one blanket, because if I have too many blankets, I'll just like wake up and the whole bed is drenched in just my sweat, because my body is like trying to just like anything it can to cool down that night. So I think you're valid. I think you're making sense to me. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna lock in on this real quick. I have like a really interesting idea. I want to hear what y'all think. I don't know if it's kind of a weird one though. But so I showed y'all, a lot of y'all last time. I got the astrology certificate. So I have an older sister, and I was talking to her because that's like one of the first persons. She was like, "Oh my god, like you should help me like find a man." Low key. So real quick, Momo, it's good to see you, Momo. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being my biggest fan, dude. I appreciate it. How you feel? How's your Tuesday? How you feeling? Thank you, dude. And I'm here for this crazy idea. Okay, Void Trim. But yeah, so I gotta delete some video too. Dang it. But so yeah, so my sister was like, "Oh my god, I'm your biggest fan." Right? I mean, oh my god, not biggest fan. Holy shit. I'm sorry. My brain's going too many different places right now. But what had happened was, yeah, so because of that, my sister knew about like all the little like astrology stuff I'm doing. And because of that, she was like, I got a bunch of friends that like want to like talk to you about their stuff too. And I was like, yeah, tell them hit me up. But I don't have like an actual system of like having other people like get involved with it. I was just kind of like, I don't know. But I also don't want to like, remember, funnily enough, Void Trim, I don't know if you saw the clip, but I posted the clip of the one time we were talking about like, when people like want your art or like any kind of your services, like to at least charge them something. So I was trying to like think of that. So I don't know, pretty much I'm sure what I'm trying to get to is that like, I started to realize like, I'm really good at code stuff, music stuff, and now this. I was like, what if I just make a thing called the Kaiju hotline, and then you could just like send me like, I don't know, like $50 and we can like talk about whatever you want for an hour. So whether it be your computer science homework, because I can help you with that, listening to your beats, talking about being creative, or if you're like, yo, look at my chart, bro, what did the stars say? I could do all those random services. So I was thinking about that. What do you think? You think it's a great idea? Okay, thank you, Void Shub. Because I mean, like, I know like $50 is kind of like a lot too, but I feel like it's like, if you don't have $50, bro, just come by the stream. You know what I mean? Just come by to the stream. That's the exact same question. It's just, it would be in the context of public. But like, if you wanted like I'm a little shy about this song and I want your direct feedback, like, I don't know, maybe we can, hop on a call and talk about it. Voidchum says all artists are permitted to sell time, especially their free time. There you go. Well, sit. Thank you, Voidchum. I appreciate it. Something I'm trying to get over though is just like, because I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I've tried super mega hard to make it so that like make my, because I just feel weird about selling my time, because I don't know why I feel that way, but so I just don't want to feel like I'm what's it called? I'm a normal dude. I still see myself as a normal dude, so it's just weird to me to be like, you know what I mean? So, but you make a good point, Voidstrom, is that if you're an artist, like that's okay. So yeah, Sick. Thank you, Wickstrom. Hell yeah. And Rampage says exactly a 1 to 9,000 number to go over what they need to hear. Exactly a 1 through 9,000 number. Wait, could you explain that more, Rampage? I'm a little confused. What's the 1 to 9,000 number? That or again, I just got back from the gym. And I'm trying to like cool down so my brain's melting. But Sim the Dale says, I'll pay for a DJ session, that and a reading. Hey, well, I mean shit. All right, cool. But sick. Well, I'm glad you're interested, man. I mean, we talk about it all the time, dude. But yeah, I'd be super down. Well, dope. But yeah, that being said, cool. Well, this went a lot better than I thought I was going to. Yeah, I mean, I can set it up really quick, but I mean, I thought I'm gonna do it like tomorrow, but my main goal right now, is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. But anyways, probably after I'm done like actually making Monster Tape 1, I'll go ahead and set that up. And I'll probably make it like a, what's it called? Oh, like a 1900 number. I see what you're saying now. That was the old school phone number to call for paid. Yeah. My bad. I somewhere 1 through 9,000. No, 1 through, yeah. Lamau. But yeah, 1900 number, exactly. And that's why I was gonna call it the Kaiju hotline, because it would be like one of those. Or you remember the thing I was thinking of too a lot was, remember, this is like really old school, but remember how on the back of every, what's it called? The back of every Nintendo game, it was like, are you having trouble getting through the game? Call this number. And they had like actual people that like knew every first party Nintendo game, like how to get through that section of the game. And they would like give you like tips on how to beat the game. I was thinking of something like that. And I try to like theme it that way of like the same, like Mario. Yeah. And hey, boy, should have paid to play Rocket League with me, Lamau. So let me get on that. Dude, yeah, we could figure it out. I'm afraid that you guys are probably good though. I used to play Rocket League. I think I've told you, Voice, but I used to play Rocket League with a friend that was like trying to like really start like a Rocket League team. So there was a hot second where we would play Rocket League and he'd be like, "What are you doing? Stay in the goal! Why didn't you rotate?" So every time I play Rocket League, I get actually like stressed out. Which is kind of silly. That's like my, I get PTSD from playing Rocket League with a really competitive player. But I'm down though, be sick. And Rampage says, but more of a dry joke. No, you're right. I just, it was my fault because I think it's the dash threw me off. Because you're right, it's a 1900 like number. I don't know why. I just, again, my brain. But I like the joke though, because we were on the exact same what's it called, wavelength. But yeah, but you'd pay for like paid services and like a psychic hotline, party chat line. Yeah, exactly. I remember those. Have you heard of the album? I think it's like 1-800-Sex Line by iClick. That's like a whole hotline themed album, and it's, oh dude, it's such a good album. It's crazy. It's like honestly top 5 albums of my entire what's it called, like life. I think it's like one of my favorite albums of all time. And Voice Strum, I fall into low platinum. It's so sweaty these days, yeah. And best I can do is hit the ball while it's in the air. I'm not crazy. Okay, Sublideo. I feel it. Well, we can figure it out. You know, we can make it work. Oh yeah, like Therapy Gecko. Yeah, that's true. Zaku. Exactly. Me and Therapy Gecko got a collab of the two lizard hotlines. But sick. Okay, I'm glad y'all like the idea. Future me, when I rewatch the VOD, actually do the Kaiju hotline idea. Because honestly, it would only take me like literally 5 minutes to set up. Because I even looked it up real quick. Like all you gotta do is install like one little app on Shopify and it's free. And you can like book time on someone's calendar. And I like live off of my calendar, so it's, yeah. It'd be sick. Yeah, hell yeah, Butchroom. I'm down. I just gotta make sure my Rocket League's all up and running though. I'd feel bad if I was, you know what I mean? Somebody else said sweet, hell yeah. Okay, cool, we gotta, I think I might have to make more, yeah, I have a bunch of CDs. How many of these do I need? But sick, thanks y'all, I appreciate the feedback. Okay, we need 3 Rock Reptars and 2 Room Galaxies. And the other thing I want to ask, since I'm having issues with like water at my house, is anyone else having like issues with water in their life? If that makes any sense? Like, did your car get flooded? Did your house have any water issues lately? Did your shoes get wet? Like within like the last month or so? know it's a random question, but I'm curious. I'm curious. Voice with all the Groovy Kaiju, what's it called? With the, oh, emojis. Oh my god, see, my brain is just already, I gotta finish drinking this. Yeah, thanks for the groovy emojis. It's Skyer. Yo, what's up, Skyer? Good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Tuesday, Skyer? And our water had such oh my god, such iron levels. I had to shave my head. Oh, I didn't know that was the reason why, dude. That's wild. I thought you shaved just because you were like, yo, new year, new me. But that's why I didn't know there was like a reason why you did it. Oh yeah, Zaku, your water heater is busted. I remember we talked about that too. It's still busted? The people never came by to fix it? And boy, nah, my shit went brittle. I feel that, yeah. We fixed it though. Okay, sick, heck yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude, Cherry Cola was warning me, like, because I freeform all my locks, they'll just like fall out sometimes. Literally yesterday, I was just like sitting in my chair and I like got up and like, I like lost a whole lock on the floor right here and I was like, oh. My stuff's also getting kind of brittle. So it does. So for the longest time, I thought something was in the pipes, but it was just the air in the line. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, huh. So like pretty much you had like a bunch of like air in your pipe, so then it caused like a bunch of sputtering in the water, I guess, simply Dale. But Skyer says, good, just about to enjoy some homemade wraps. Hell yeah. Like what kind of, like what's in the wraps? Like a pita wraps? Or like, what's it called? Cherry Cole told you. Yeah, you did tell me, Cherry Cole. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Zaku says, I called today for the water heater. They need to get a part for it first. Oh, dang. And speaking of Jermaine, let me show off Jermaine because actually there's something really relevant to that, Voidstrom. Put one of the locks in Jermaine, Lamau. So there was someone I dated who was like very particular about like what you do with hair after you like lose it, because they were like, someone's gonna take your hair and cast a spell on you, and I was like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Which, you know what? Hey, better be safe than sorry, right? So what I did is I then Googled what could I do with hair. I don't want to burn it because I don't like the way it smells. But yeah, Jermaine's doing good, as always. Thanks for raising Jermaine with me, y'all. I appreciate it. But on that exact note, it said one of the things you can do is you can bury it. So I'm going to put all my hair and set it in Jermaine. It's somewhere in Jermaine's soil is the lock that I lost. So yeah. Yeah, Jermaine's doing good. Oh, okay. Simply Dose says a little bit of that and the water wouldn't come out clear, but it would settle afterwards. Oh, wow, yeah. Jermaine Lamau, yeah. Yeah, so Jermaine's gonna, who knows, maybe Jermaine will start getting locks too. If I bury enough hair in Jermaine. Maybe like an Animal Crossing, you know what I mean? And Jones and Company, love your music, dudes. Still can't get over Monster Tape Zero. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it, Jones. Thanks again for grabbing it. And thanks for taking the time to let me know. I appreciate it, dog. How's your Tuesday if you're chilling for a little bit? And Skyer says they're eating wraps that are tortillas with some seasoned rice, cheese, and lettuce. Ooh, nice, dude. Sounds hella good. Yeah, seasoned rice. For the longest time, I don't know why I thought this, but I was like, you're not supposed to season your rice. I don't know where I learned that from. But I started seasoning my rice, and I was like, yeah, all that unseasoned rice I've ever been eating, I don't know what I was thinking. But that's sick. And Voichum says, you will both become one funky plant. Yeah. We'll like merge like Biollante from Godzilla. Become the, I don't know, the Groovy Garden or something like that. And so oh snap, imagine the leaves start to form somehow. Like, yeah, they'll just start making like little like branches that just start like intertwining and become like little plant dreadlocks or something. Jones's homework field. Oh, I feel that, yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing. I didn't mind like school when it came to like classes. It was just homework that always bothered the hell out of me. So I was like, dude, I'm trying to come home. And somebody else says at least a little salt and pepper for the rice. I add a little bit of butter too. Yup. Yeah, what I do is I make a wild little seasoning. I use fill up the water and stuff. I'll put a little bit of turmeric, ginger, MSG, basil, and some parsley. And that's how I usually like to season my rice. If I want like seasoned rice, I add all that, and it be bussin'. It be bussin'. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Banging rice, hell yeah, dude. And I want to talk about all the days it is today, but the number one I want to talk about is I think we can all get behind this, but I just saw on Instagram at all the for lack of better words, the trans homies, like it's Trans Day of Visibility, and I was like, hey, hell yeah. You know that one song? It's like, trans people are my friends. If you don't like them, you can get these hands. That's me. I am the ally. Trans and furry. But anyways, because of all the astrology stuff I've been getting into, a lot of that is like learning like ancient philosophy, low-key, and like ancient history. And yep, simply down voice on AS, what's up? But like the coolest thing I learned is so if I'm not mistaken, and the Islamic Empire was from like 800 CE, I think. Islamic Empire dates. Oh, even earlier than that, it was like 300 CE or AD. So, thanks, dude. Hell yeah. But so it was like 300 CE, right? As the Islamic Empire, and it was after Rome fell. Like, if I'm not mistaken, after Rome, it was the Islamic Empire. But pretty much from learning all that, a lot of like astrology was like then, because it's so much random history. There's so many details about it, but just pretty much they were doing hella astrology in the Islamic Empire, right? And what was hella cool is a lot of the astrologers were like LGBT, or like some kind of queer, and that was like way more accepted back then, which is kind of ironic because you would think the opposite, but actually it was like even like religiously, spiritually, it was like very accepted. And why I brought it up was because like the common term, like I don't practice this all myself, but the common term I'm pretty sure was Mahometun. So like it was like Mahohtun, something like that, Mahometun or something. And essentially what it meant was like someone who was either like drag or like fully trans, or presented as trans. Anyways, but what was like super sick is that not only were they known for astrology, but they were also just known for like partying and music. And like it was like commonly known, like if you had a party and there wasn't like trans people there back in the Islamic Empire, they're like, this is a whack ass party. You know what I mean? They were just like, it was like, how you have a party with no trans people? That's crazy. You know what I mean? It was like, so it's super funny because like, to me, that's like, trans people have been DJs since the 300s. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, it's like, yo, they've actually been DJs since the 300s, dude. They were back in then. They were like, you don't got a trans DJ. This ain't a good show, bro. That was so sick. I was like, yo. They Rampage, they were hella appreciated. Yeah, it sounded like they're really appreciated. Which is that in general. And especially because like I only know it from like the perspective, and I'm not just saying this out of my ass either. I learned this from someone's Patreon, but they're actually an Islamic history professor at LMU in LA, so like Loyola Marymount University, and like they have a PhD in Islamic history in general, but like particularly medieval Islamic history. And I learned it from their Patreon, and they had a talk on their Patreon about it. So I learned it from someone with a PhD. They told me this, so I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. But yeah, so shouts out to all the trans DJs all the way back to the year 300. Had those leadership roles, I think, yeah. So Rampage, I'm pretty sure they did too, because one of the stories they also told that was like so adorable, but it just sounds like made up, but it's not. It's real history. Is I think one of the biggest Islamic emperors end up like taking over like a huge part of Wait, let me actually. I see my OBS is saying that I'm running out of disk space. Let me empty my recycle bin real quick. It's so random. And then I'll finish the story because it's really cool. I'm in my history era right now. Where's your recycle bin? How do you empty the recycle bin? Oh, there it is. Empty recycle bin. Yes. Boom. Instantly got like 100 gigabytes. Anyways, so one of the biggest Islamic emperors at the time, they like took over like pretty much all, like, because you know the Islamic Empire was like, I think like multiple smaller factions, but like one guy really took it over. And I forgot what his partner's name was, but they were someone who was Muhammadun, right? And so like the quote goes that like one of the emperor's like assistants comes in, and he's like, oh my God, like, you know, you've taken over, my lord, you've taken over all these different lands. How does it feel to be the most powerful man on the earth? And he goes, I am not the most powerful man on the earth. Even though I've taken over these lands, there is someone more powerful than me, and it's my Muhammadun twink, because he's conquered my heart. I was like, what? But it's history. It actually happened. And I was like, damn, dude. Because he was like, you know, it's better than being the emperor of the world, being the guy who conquered the heart of the guy who's the emperor of the world. I was like, bars, dude. Transfer the lands, dude. Rampage, damn. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they were in leadership too, because that was a thing. That was a thing. That was something that happened. And Cherry got low-key, that's cute. It is super cute. Honestly, it is super cute. It's just point blank, it's the cutest shit. Like, just, yeah. Skyr, the Emperor's new twink, yeah. Exactly, Skyr. So yeah. But so for Trans Day visibility, that's what I got for you. Is in the Islamic Empire, they were kind of popping off. They were like, DJ a bunch, doing astrology, conquering emperors' hearts. They were kind of up back in the Islamic fire, dude. They were up back then, dude. They were really up. Yeah, that's good, Lamau. Yeah, exactly. It was super sick, yeah. But it was just really cool too, because I don't know, I think I was talking about voice drum, they were really up with the crying emoji. I mean, they were though. But and that's what I think there was one stream where I was trying to say, like, I've been learning a lot of history, and like we're not that much different from today, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, it's one thing, like the whole astrology side quest that I'm on right now, I never really got into it because there wasn't many people in my life that were like, yo. But then the deeper I got into music, the more I met people that were like, oh my God, like, and I was like, let me learn this, you know what I mean? And it's just like funny because it's been like that since the year 300, dude. They've been doing this since the year 300. So it's just, I don't know. And like technically it's even before that. They've been doing this since the BC times. The same people just doing the same people who were like DJing back then and doing astrology, the same people today who are DJing and doing astrology. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. To me, that's crazy. It's just now we have iPhones, you know what I mean? It's the only difference. So we got iPhones. And voice stream, what's your star sign, Groovy? Oh, I'm a Cancer Sun, Aries Moon, Capricorn Rising. So yeah, and if it means anything, I have a very similar, like my entire chart is very similar to Ariana Grande, which is so random. When I learned that, I was like, so you're telling me if I was born in Florida, I could have been the number 10 most streamed artist on Spotify? And I would have been every race? That's crazy. Have you seen all the memes of Ariana Grande where she's like the race bender because she's always like appropriating something? I was like, that's crazy. So yeah. Voice stream that checks, yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, I'm glad it checks, yeah. But yeah. Groovy Kaiju, dude, yeah. I never thought of it that way, but yeah, actually though, yeah. Let me grab more stickers. Yeah, it's just and technically, like, there's so many layers of like why I'm not a random, why I'm not a Floridian white woman who became the biggest artist of all time. There's so many different like degrees and stuff that make it such, but the only thing that's actually different is our Jupiter and our moon are in different places. So yeah, but I think I think that's why so many people like talk so much shit about her, is because the thing that makes her more visible and people don't like her, I have that, but like protecting me in a funny way. But it means that I'm not gonna be the number 10 most streamed artist of all time. You know what I mean? So yeah. And that Rampage says, haven't seen that one yet, but Grande, but she could have had hella kids from a different race. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's super random, but yeah, I think you can, if you want to. There's like a Rampage JK Racing real. True. We're all just people. You spitting. It is technically, yeah, I mean, I 1,000,000,000% agree. It's like, it's a construct to like put us into buckets to enforce the tribalism. So yeah, that's wank. In which from your top 5 in this house. Hey, well, thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah. And Skyr says, my favorite answer to what's your sign is that I've heard is an octagon, as in stop. Which I remember I got that from. My favorite thing to do is with all my guy friends, after learning all this, is I'd be like, oh bro, like let me know what time you're born. And I'll pull up their chart and go, you know what this means, right? I'm like, what? It means you're gay. I'm like, shut up. God. What's true? Exactly. There's actually like a really famous a thing of like, I think Amy Winehouse did that at some point too. Is where I kind of got it from. I think she's like, there's like a clip of her record shopping with someone, and she's like, oh, you're that side? You know what that means, right? It means you're gay. I was like, hell yeah. Amy Winehouse spitting. But yeah, but that's my she meant it too. Well, exactly, yeah. Yeah, but that's I don't know, is there more? Yeah, that's pretty much that's the big thing I learned about. Yes, but yeah. Probably the most interesting thing I learned about trans history recently. But all right, but let's go. Let's talk about what days it is today. I don't know. I hope this isn't like boring, but even when I rush the VOD, I'm like, yo, I love just looking at. I don't know. To me, this is like I never ever took the time to be like, what day is it today? All right. So what days we got today? There's actually a lot of good ones. And it's, you know, it's beyond ironic. One of the days it is today is Hug a Medievalist Day. So a lot of the Islamic Empire was called like the medieval times. So it's kind of funny that's like history, you know. I wonder if that was like intentional. But all right, so what we got today is Anesthesia Tech Day. Does anyone know someone who does anesthesia? The only time I've ever been put under to sleep for something was when I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. And then, all right, now we're in the mode. I'm trying my best not to buy bubble wrap anymore because I want to save money. So now I'm gonna start packing all the orders with just a bunch of cardboard to see if that works. And then put it inside of a bubble mailer to see if that keeps them safe. Because if it works, that would be kind of baller. So all I gotta do is charge this thing and then I'll pay for like those big old things of bubble wrap anymore. That and like, I don't know, like sometimes the bubble wrap will like actually squish the stuff. I've had some people be like, bro, you like bubble wrap my thing too much. Now it's all squished. I'm like, oh, my bad. I was just trying to keep it safe. So I'm hoping the cardboard will like do the exact same stuff. But yeah, the only time I've ever been put under anesthesia was like when I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. But I love watching videos of people getting put under. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my weird things. Yeah. Oh, Pancorn, let's go, dude. I just had a job interview yesterday. I just got a call back with an offer, so that's cool. Hey, congrats, Pancorn. That's what's up. W's for Pancorn, dude. Heck yeah, dude. But yeah, we're all hitting you with the congrats, Pancorn. Let's go. Yeah, right now it's tough to get a job right now, dude. So that's where. Make sure you go out and celebrate, dog. Like, you know what I mean? But I know Voidtrim and Danny Skate, so I'm curious to hear what y'all think of this. But for some reason, hey Roses, it's good to see you. How you doing, Roses? Thanks for stopping by. How you feeling? How's your day going? But so it's like anesthesia tech day. The one time when I did get put under, I don't know if I mentioned this, but after I got put under, I woke up and you know, I didn't feel high, but I just remember I was like, yo, what's going on? And I remember being like, heck yeah, I'm done. Because I was so like nervous about getting my wisdom teeth pulled out. When I woke up, I was like, oh, thank God it's over. So I was just like super pumped, you know what I mean? Which I don't know if I was pumped because it was over, or if I was pumped because I still had that anesthesia in me, you know what I'm saying? Rose says, good, you took a nap, lost track of time. Nah, no worries. Yeah, napping's cool. Shouts out to naps. But yeah, because of that, I remember they like had my brother come in, and my brother was like, you know, also likes watching those like anesthesia videos, people waking up. So my brother was like, how you feeling? He's like, I feel good. And I remember the anesthesia person was like, don't talk to him because all the blood's gonna come out. Like we just, you know, took his teeth out. So then my brother was just talking to me. I remember he asked me one question, and I just started like rambling about something. And then the nurse came back in, and she was like, why'd you ask him so many questions? Like, I only asked him one. She won't stop talking. And she took the cotton out, and it was just like drenched. And she was like, okay, you need to stop talking. And I was like, oh my bad. You know what I mean? And she's the closest thing we had to time travel. No, for real though. So I remember waking up like, what the? Yeah. I really did feel like I time traveled. Lamel, yeah. So, oh no, okay, no, okay, we're good. So, Rosa says, oh geez, I got no idea I've directed NCs because I never had it. Yeah, exactly. Yay, okay. This feels safe too. I think it'll be all right. We'll see. If I start getting people emailing me like, my CD broke, like, oh damn. Because I don't know, I just get all those cardboard thrown away, and I feel like that's so wasteful. Like, I mean, not only am I trying to save money, but it's also like, I assume it's better for the environment. It has to be. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so after the anesthesia thing, they're also like, you know, my brother had to go with me because like after you have anesthesia, you're not allowed to operate heavy machinery. Which for the longest time, I was like, why did they put that label on specifically for construction workers? Like, how many people are really driving a forklift every day that have to put that on there? And it wasn't until I was like 29 that I was like, oh wait, a regular car is heavy machinery. You know what I mean? Like, why did they just say you can't drive? You know what I mean? Why do they say don't operate heavy machinery? What other heavy machinery people like operate other than a car on a regular basis? I don't know. So I just thought that was really silly. And I just thought, you know, I just barely realized that. So that happened, right? And then, but I had my skateboard in my car, and I remember just begging my brother Jordan. I was like, Jordan, please let me do a kickflip. I want to prove to myself that I can do it right now. And Jordan was like, no, I'm not gonna let you do a kickflip. And I was like, Jordan, but please, I need to. Because I felt fine, and I was like, how many people in their life can say I did a kickflip while like high off of anesthesia? You know what I mean? So I was just like, well, I got a kickflip, dude. Please. Oh, Zaku. I'm in Little Tokyo right now getting groceries. And I had to just pull up. And I had just pulled up on two foos fingerboarding. Pull down my board. We started jamming. That's so sick, dude. Hell yeah. That's so sick. Yeah, keep that thing on you, dude. But yeah, so I ended up not doing a kickflip. But that's what happened last time. The only time I was on anesthesia was just me talking too much, and I was trying to convince my brother high off anesthesia that when I was high off anesthesia to please let me do a kickflip while I have like gauze in my mouth. You know what I mean? I'm like, we're gonna do a kickflip. Cherry Cola, don't operate any kind of yeah, exactly. No, yeah, any kind of vehicle at all. Hey, thanks for keeping up all the stream streaks, Cherry Cola. Dale, let me get on some and get me on a forklift. Yeah, exactly. Get me on a forklift, bro. So guys, I'm scared I'll spoil secrets if I'm under that. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought I was gonna just start saying stuff I shouldn't be saying, but I didn't. I understood everything I was saying. It's just I was just like really pumped. I was like super hyped. Yeah, I don't got any. I don't even know. I don't know what secrets I would even spill. I don't got many secrets. I'm not a man of secrets. And Whitesham says, I remember after my wisdom tooth removal, I couldn't properly enjoy a milkshake that I was dead set on having. Devastating. Oh yeah, it's a bummer. You couldn't even use a spoon? Because I mean, like the first day, yeah, you probably can't because like there's just so much blood happening. But like you could have just spooned it, right? Because like the straw, yeah, you can like pull the sockets out or whatever. It's pretty metal. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. I couldn't swallow them out too much, but yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, for me, like the first day I was like, I think I'm gonna die. And after that I was fine. Okay, what else? What other day is it today? How did Crayola, so it's Crayola Crayon Day. Y'all ever like crayons? I like seeing art made with crayons. Oh no, Sherry Cole says Twitch keeps giving me AI slap. Whack. Whack. Yeah. Everybody trying to do AI something. But I know a lot of the AI stuff is starting to finally like crack. Like a lot of the, you know, deals are falling through and everyone's kind of like, ugh. So yeah. So hopefully, I think the reckoning is coming. I'm still standing by my. I think it's actually going to crash in. I was like 2028. Let me check. My prediction I think is 2028. So I think we got about 1.5 more years, and then we're good. Then it's GG's for AI. Yeah, like 2028. April 2028. Skyer. Sora died. Kingdom Hearts will never be the same. Well, now. Yeah. My mask skipped around. I just saw what Skyer said. I just instantly was like, huh? But, oh, real quick, Druid Boy. Yes, I am the guy with funky music. Thanks for noticing. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. How you feeling? How's your Tuesday? And Rosa says, I want to mess with a pack. Since Crayola colors, since they brought back colors lately, but I'm too late. Oh, you mean too late to grab a pack of them? Roses, or what do you mean? Cherry Cola says their smiles are so creepy. Yeah. Yeah, AI smiles, yeah, they always like, ugh. It's so uncanny valley. You know what I mean? And Boysham said, yeah, crayons are sick. Fun fact, crayons are the closest art tools to tattoos with shading and pressure techniques. I didn't know that, dude. That's so sick. That's why they give all these kids all the crayons at an early age, because they're trying to make a bunch of tattoo artists. Get them started young. But yeah, like every time I see something made with like crayons, I'm like, yo, this is like sick. But like I remember like every time I try to use them myself, I'm like, I feel like I'm 5 years old. Because it's like, I feel like it's like, if you can make something look good with crayon, it looks really good. But like to get good at crayon, like you kind of look like, you know, you're finger painting, or like there's like a really large, like either like you're cracked at crayons or like you're everybody else. You know what I mean? Like I've never seen, I wish it was a more explored medium is what I'm trying to say, I guess. And somebody else says RAM has gone down a bit, so they're saying it's definitely a sign. Yeah, because I think they like backed out of like a huge RAM order they were gonna make, and they realized, oh wait a minute, we actually don't need all this. JK. And all the companies were like, bruh. And somebody else, seeing Sora was ending / dying genuinely confused me when the news broke. Yeah, I was also like, so honestly, I got the song I have called Ken's song. Ken, he's the one that actually got me into computers. He's like a dad to me, like a father to me. And I'm not gonna lie, he was super into Sora. But, you know, he's a bit older. He was like, bro, look at this AI thing I generated. I'm like, all right, cool, man. And I was like, so when the news came out, I like sent him a voice note, and I was like, Ken, I know you really like Sora. I'm sorry, man, but it had to go. But he would make some funny ones. I'm not gonna lie. Like I wish there was a way he could have. You know what I mean? Maybe one day it won't be as bad. Like he was a good storyteller. Like I wish there was like a medium for him to tell his stories, because they were pretty funny. But just not have it be AI, if that makes sense. Dun, 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 dun. And Rosa says, yeah, I'm too late to buy a pack with the Return of the Colors. Oh, I should have said it was like a series called Return of the Colors. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, that's a bummer that you know it's gone now, but yeah, hopefully they bring it back again. Roses, that'd be super sick. Watch Little Tykes tattoo machines win. That's comedy. My first tattoo machine. Like a baby, like all like in like a metal shirt and everything. I can imagine it. That'd be hella funny. And Rosa says, but they permanently kept a yellow called Dandelion. Oh yeah, Dandelion is yeah, that's like the OG. I know exactly what color you're talking about. Roses. And Druid Boy says, cracked at crayons, I'm dead. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but you know, like some people really are just kind of like really gifted at using crayons. And Boysham's heading out, gonna play some Valheim. Dude, have fun. Valheim was fun back when it was like, you know, I used to play it when it was like first drop. Dude, have fun, dude. And yeah, nice chilling with you, dude. Thanks for stopping by. And Rosa says, the early days of AI were so funny. I get that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. And Cherry Close says, I like the website. Your AI slap bores me. I'll check that out. Let me put this blue on here. Or I guess this bowl mail and close it up. Actually, this should be fine. It feels fine. It feels weird not to be using bubble wrap for the first time, but again, we'll see. I think I'll just send them another one if it does crack. But I want to see how it does. So I remember a long time ago, someone was like, "Yeah, what I do to ship CDs is I just put cardboard in there. It usually is fine." And like a bubble mailer, and I'm like, But let me what was I saying? Oh yeah, your AI slap bores me. Your AI slap Boys, man. Oh, that's like a game. That's cool. And you can like LARP as AI. That's comedy. This is silly, yeah. This website is super silly, but Dark Charcoal, that's sick. Today's also Eiffel Tower. Oh my god, Eiffel Tower Day. I wonder what the Eiffel Tower. I don't know. One day I'll probably go to France and see what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. And then it's also National Tater Day. Like, you know, taters. I always think of the, Napoleon Dynamite, where he like kicks him in his like pocket and he's like, no, not my taters. I always think of that. Like, my man's really had tater tots in his pocket in case he got hungry. Yeah, before I went to that jazz show, I forgot to talk about the jazz show. Oh my god. I did end up making it to that jazz show, and that was really sick. But before I went to the jazz show, I ended up eating fish and tater tots. I had some fish and chips. But, it was like air fryer fish and air fryer tater tots. But, I'm something of a chef myself. It was fish and chips. Something of a fine dining British chef myself. Lamau Tater Day, exactly, Roses. And I got the hot sauce. Hey. And Last 20, what's up? Hey, Last 20, thanks again, dude, for grabbing my vinyl. Thanks for tagging me. I'm glad that I saw it. I was like low-key every day being like, Last 20, it should be coming soon. Let me check my DMs. Because like my DM situation is like, it's just like a bunch. But I realized that like, if someone's tagging me, I can at least see the story in the DM. So it still has like a whole automated thing, but at least I figured out, because when someone would tag me in their story, it used to show up in my like, notifications where like, they like someone like this and someone left this comment. It like completely, like it just no longer shows who tagged you on their story. So I had to now check in there to see like manually. So it's kind of weird. But Last 20, I appreciate you getting the vinyl, and glad. Thanks for tagging me again. What's up, Lydia? Oh, how did it go? Dude, the jazz show was super mega sick. It was so dope. I was like, this is rad. What was really, really cool about it is I think it was pretty much like all the jazz people in all of Arizona all would just come, and like, I guess you would set up on a form like, I'm a keyboardist. You put your name down, or I'm a drum player. And they would just have like a set that everyone would just share, and they would just cycle people out. So they'd be like, have like, 10 minutes per jam. You get your turn, everyone would just jam. And then, yeah, it was really cool. So like one person would just start playing like a chord progression, and then they would just start going crazy. And yeah, I guess the bass player for SIR, Sir, pulled up and like played some crazy bass. And like, yeah, it was really, really cool. And it's super random. Hope it's not weird to say, but like, I was like, I feel like not surprisingly, what am I trying to say here? It was really nice because, like a lot of jazz sometimes, okay, so this is where it's probably getting a little spicy, but sometimes you go to a jazz show and it's like mostly older white people, you know what I mean? Which it's cool, I don't mind. I'm not like, I can't be here because I'm, but you know what I mean? But it's jazz, you know what I mean? But what was really cool is, surprisingly, like in a good way, I was like, wow, every like black person my age is at this jazz show, right? I'm pretty sure like we all huddled up, got in a huddle together. We were like, going to the jazz show on Sunday, and they were like, yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like we all subconsciously, we're going to the jazz show, yeah. You know what I mean? So that was really cool, because it's like, I was like, oh wow, like this is where we are, I guess. You know what I mean? So that was super sick. It just, the vibe was really right. You know what I mean? Some people came dressed super fancy. Some people came like dressed like jazz dudes. There was this one guy that was just like spitting like they also had like a mic, and the one dude just grabbed the mic and started like rapping over like a bunch of like jazz beats. It was like that they were playing live. It was honestly probably like one of the best like jazz shows I've ever been to, and it was just a jam, which is the crazy part. So they're doing once a month, and I'm super hyped on it. So I'll probably go to the next one. I'm probably gonna go to every single one, because honestly, it was really sick. 10 out of 10. And Rosa says, wow, it's crazy. Yeah, it was really cool. The only thing, I was a little, I don't know how it works, but I was like, I wonder if they're getting paid though. I feel kind of bad if they were all just like doing it for free. But, you know, I think that's the whole point though, is just like to bring community together. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Do your thing. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. But that's part of my business brain spoiling the fun, is being like, oh, I hope everyone here is getting paid. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, we're just trying to jam, bro. It ain't that serious. It only costs $5 to get in here, and it's like, yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. You're right. But yeah, if anyone's ever in Phoenix, Arizona, there's a place called Club Contact, and that's where they do the jazz show. So if you happen to be free on a Sunday night in Phoenix, Arizona, that's where you gotta go, dude. That's where the party's at, low-key. Yeah, I think I got there around like 10, and I left around like midnight. I just want to check it out. And what I noticed too is that because, actually no, I got there around 10. But the thing I noticed that was interesting too is because it was so many like people just jamming, like pretty much everyone was like, when it started off like super packed on the inside, but as each band went on, like the crowd thinned out. Because I think it was like every person that was playing brought a friend, and so they were done playing. They were either like, I'm leaving now to go to work tomorrow, or I'm gonna go outside because I just finished, you know, absolutely just super exercising on a drum set. Now I need to get some fresh air. So just like the crowd super thinned out as more and more bands went on. So it was like very community focused, which is sick. And Rosa says, glad you enjoyed it. Yesterday I was watching a video about food and someone came across as a legend of a radio owner who also played jazz and talked on the radio. He was buying banana pudding. That's cool. That's so cool. Especially banana pudding. Banana pudding slaps. That's so cool, Roses. And Rampage says, a lot of times San Francisco jazz clubs would do other music like funk, Brazilian, Latin jazz. Yeah, the SF jazz scene is pretty cool too. And Rampage says, I'm sure the same thing in Phoenix really cool. Yeah, SF is dope. Like, I like visiting SF. I don't like living in SF, but whenever I visit out there, I'm like, I get it. You know what I mean? I understand. And Rose says, this is a reminder I need to look into a jazz show one of these days. Yeah, low key, they're kind of harder to find, but like they're kind of all over. Like no matter where you live. Like I hope this isn't weird to ask, but Skyer, if you got me on the background, is there like jazz shows near you? Because you said you live in like an older folks area. So I wonder if they have like, I remember NetNavi, if I'm not mistaken, right now works where they like do a lot of like finances for like assisted living people for like older folks. And like he's like, yeah, a lot of times I'm just paying out like jazz artists to play for like the old folks' homes. So I wonder if there's like any like jazz shows you can pull up on. That'd be kind of sick. Man, Paige, I went a couple times to the Fillmore District pre-COVID. Yeah. The show scene in SF before COVID was wild. Like wild good. Roses hydrate. Okay, cool, I got you, Roses. Thank you for reminding me, because actually I am getting a little parched. And Zaku says jazz is dope. It's in Cortex type. That's so sick. They're the one that did like the Doom sample, right? The wah 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 bum 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 wah wah, like Hunt October, right? I think the name of it. Yeah, you see, I know, yeah. You like jazz? I'm a jazz fan, dude. I know my jazz. I got that swing in me, you know what I'm saying? Try to cook a jazz person. Butter, dude, good to see you. How you doing, Butter? Thanks for stopping by. How you feeling, Butter? Anything new with you, dog? How's your Tuesday? And Skyer says, on the rare occasion where I do hear about any music performance within a 100-mile radius, it's always country or some no-name Christian rock group with no talent. I feel that, yeah. Okay. That's a bummer. For sure, yeah, I was just curious. Cold. First name, Kevin. Is the... Okay. Maybe I won't sign these then, because I could see it's picking up on the mic. I should still do it, because that's kind of a bummer. But oh yeah, so we talked about Tater Day. I gotta drink water for roses. I gotta find my water. Oh, there it is. I gotta drink again for cherry cola. Hell yeah. All right, and the last day that I think I could even know anything about. Actually, there's two. Okay, it's also prom day. I never went to prom in high school. I thought that was whack. I was like, this is whack. I'm gonna have my mom spend money on something that I'm never gonna remember. And dead ass, I went to college and forgot all about high school. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, they fixed my hot water. Okay, cool. But Butter says, good, I got the GF Arc Survival Evolve and my second PC running on Art server. Hey, that's what's up. That's cool, man. Yeah, I remember last time we were talking about how you got that. I mean, not you got that, but you know, you started dating someone new. That's super sick. Y'all are playing Arc Survival together. Heck yeah, dude. And Zaku says, I was late and so prom because my date was coming down off of hard drugs. Oh my god, she got lost picking me up. That's crazy, dude. That's a wild story. Well, I'm sorry that you didn't get to go. But that's also wild that you're, you know what I mean? That's a wild story for your date, dude. Everybody says, oh, me too. Well, I never knew anyone who I'd also tag along with and didn't like anyone who went as they were delinquent with. Oh, okay, I feel that, yeah. Yeah, you were like, this isn't for me either. I feel it. Well, hey, we're all no prom, let's go. Who needs it anyways? But yeah, and the only other thing it is today is Simply Dale says, thinking back, prom was definitely a blur, but I still got to send off pictures. Hey, heck yeah. And Cherry Cole says, I might go next year. Right, yeah, I mean, if it's for you, go for it. I say, if it's you, go for it. I just knew, for me personally, I was gonna be like, yeah. And True Soja, man, I can't join. How come you can't join? True Soja, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Oh, you mean like join the Instagram live? I feel like that's funny. But yeah, my bad. It's because I stream it on multiple places. Well, yeah, but it's World Backup Day, so this is a reminder to back up your stuff. If you got anything that you care about, back it up. I ended up getting like a super big like Google Cloud storage space, so I have like I think like 20 terabytes on Google Cloud storage, and that's how I back up all my music and stuff. And I actually have it all auto backup because Google Storage or Google Drive now will let you install an app on Windows and then create like a virtual drive. And I just have everything just automatically in there, and it'll go all of a sudden just everything. I'll back it all up. True Soja, you still making beats? Yeah, dude, I'm making beats all the time. I'm actually working on a new album right now, and yeah, we're getting it done. So I'm making hella beats actually. What's funny is normally I'm more working on all the stuff other than making the beats that So it's actually, I've been making beats lately. It's been kind of cool. You making beats? Oh, I forgot to put the thing in there. And Zaku, what about that ass? Lamau. We'll back that ass up. What's funny is I have a friend who just started dating someone from the South. And she was like, yeah, you know, I like a little Southern hip hop because I'm from the South. And I was like, oh, she told you she's into that. Move, get out the way. She's into that. She's into that. Back that ass up. I just like did like a medley of every Southern song, like on demand. My buddy was like, "Yo, how do you know all these off the top of your head?" I'm like, "You don't?" She's gonna hit you with that Luda. But that roses really smell like boo boo boo. But yeah. Alright, what are we talking about next? Oh yeah, okay. I have like a little system now at this point, just everything to remind myself of everything. Oh dude, dude. So you're gonna love this video. I mean, everyone is, but I've just been so lucky money-wise lately. I mean, it's not like amazing, but super random, and it's kind of funny how it all worked out. This is like kind of a long story, but before I worked at Google, back when I was still in college, there was like a Google like thing. They were like, hey, are you in college? Join this competition for like young app developers, blah 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 blah, and if you win, you get to go. We'll fly you out to Google and let you meet the Android team, and it's gonna be so cool. And as someone who was like, you know, going to school for computer science and wanted to be an app developer, I was like, yo, like this is perfect for me. And part of the program was, we'll give you $100 of free ad credits to then promote your app, right? And I was like, okay, cool, I'll try it out. It's part of the contest and I want to win. So yeah, I made a pretty cool app and it was getting like good reviews and everything. The app was like doing good. And I was like, sick, okay, cool. So, you know, I use the ad credits and all that. And the ad credits like do nothing for the app. Like no one installs it. But the things you had to put down a credit card. And I even asked the lady like, hey, like, I got no money. I want to use the ad credits, but I have to put on a credit card and I can, but like, you know what I mean? Is it going to charge me? She's like, no, don't worry about it. Just like change the setting. And I was like, the setting's not there. But then she was like, no, like it should be. And I was like, the deadline was coming up and I was like, I haven't spent the ad credits. So I was like, okay, I'll just put it on. I'll turn off the ads before it even can do anything, right? So then get the ad credits, put on my card, launch the ad, right? And then I wake up the next day and it spent $200. And I was like, oh my fucking God, dude. And I had like $40 in my bank account. So it overdrafted me. And I was like, oh no, this is worst case scenario. I don't get my financial aid till like, you know, August. I was like, I'm so fucked. I was just like freaking out. So then I dead ass had to like figure out how to get like, and I think my birthday, so it was right before my birthday. So thankfully my aunt gave me some money for my birthday and it was just enough to cover everything. And I was like, oh thank God. But I still had the overdraft and I was like, I can't afford the overdraft. So I had to drive to Chase and then beg the guy at Chase, like, can you please remove the overdraft? This is what happened. I tried my best to put the money in before the end of the thing and it didn't work out. And the guy at Chase was like, oh yeah, you know, like you're a kid. You just got it. You know, you had this account. There's been no other issues. I'll remove it for you. And I was like, oh, thank God. So all that happens, right? Since then, never used Google Ads ever. Well, actually, no, I have with music stuff. But like, this was like way back in 2014, right? So then literally like years later, I get a call from someone and I'm like, huh? And they're like, hey, we've been trying to get a hold of you. And I was like, why? And she's like, oh, like, well, because Google got caught in a class action lawsuit that was like, they were using deceptive practices or they were misreporting the results people were getting from their ads back in that one block period. I did this one random thing, like I was specifically in that time zone, right? And they were like, and you know, Google tried to pay everyone and like, you know, based on like what your address was, but like my address was like way back in the day, right? So the address was super old. So they were trying to send a check to the address I didn't even live at anymore. And then the judge, I guess like what happened in the whole legal thing is that Google was like, well, they didn't claim the money, so sucks for them, we don't owe them. And the judge was like, no, Google, no, dude. You need to hire a team now to go find all the people that you owe money to and then pay them. And it was like Google was like, Wah! So then there was some lady that was like working for a legal firm that called me like, hey, Google hired me to call you to tell you that they owe you money. And I was like, oh wow, okay. And because of the class action, the way how class action lawsuit pretty much ended up working out I think I got like checked for like $300 just from Google, just because you know what I mean? So it's like, I got all that money back plus some, just way later. And this was like a year ago, back when I was like hurting for money. So I was like, thank you so much. You know what I mean? But I bring all this up today because I guess just literally last night, I got another check for another $40 just randomly from Google being like, yeah, the judge was still mad at Google, so here's another $40. And I was like, hey, let's go. So I've just been like, no, been getting really lucky where like money has been finally like, because I've been stressed, I'll be telling you, I'll be stressing about money. So I'm like, oh no, especially with all the music stuff. But it's just been like, where it's literally coming from the sky. Thank God, please help a brother out. And Soccer says, I'm still waiting on that Facebook lawsuit. I know, yeah. There was one recently where they got like found guilty for like hurting teenage women's like psychology or something, right? Like they got found guilty. So now they gotta resolve it. And somebody else says, interesting. Rose is nice. And so the universe provides them out. Also base judge for chasing them. I know, for real, dude. And an even like kind of sadder, darker one, but I might get fucking paid, dude. Is Google, I guess, is currently in a class action lawsuit because they got caught discriminating and they're like hiring and like pay practices back when I worked at Google, particularly towards Black employees. And I'm a Black employee that worked at Google during that exact time. So it's like a weird, another like all over again, right? So yeah, they emailed me like, yo man, like, we're doing this lawsuit. And I guess like they got found guilty. Now they're doing like the final, like, how much money does Google owe these people? So I'm like, dude, I might get paid. Because, there's not that many like Black software engineers, like historically. So I might fucking get paid, dude. No, I don't think it's gonna be like $1 million because of class action lawsuit. I'm not gonna get like $1 billion or anything. But I don't know. Because the real reason is because honestly, one of the reasons why I left Google was because of I felt discriminated against, and I was like, I'd rather just go back home and take care of my family than keep trying to chase this dream with y'all, and y'all just keep discriminating against me low-key. And like, I actually have proof of like my manager. I didn't get like a raise or promotion at some point because of like just the most like BS reason that didn't make any sense. Because my manager said, yes, you got the promotion, went on vacation, and they like undid it behind his back. So like, I'm gonna be like, bro, like I got the receipts. Give me my money with interest. So yeah. And somebody else says, universe provides them. Base judge for taste. Yeah, base judge, dude. Shout out to that judge. And somebody else says, oh, that chicken will hit. I know, dude. I mean, again, I hope it's, good money. I don't know. I've been moving around and stuff. It might be a couple $1,000s though. And that would be nice. That would be so nice right now, dude. I would be like, yo. And I guess I'll know, like, probably start getting an idea of what the amount's going to be around May. Because when the lawsuit reached out, I emailed them back like, here's my current business address. Please keep me informed. Please. Because I would love to see this resolve in our favor. I was like, if you need any proof, hit up your boy. I was there. I got the receipts. And they were like, no, we already won the bet. And I was like, all right, cool. And Rose says, hell yeah, they deserve the lawsuit. Yeah, they really did. They really did. And so they should have interviewed directly. You get a lot. Yeah. I think that's the thing that's also kind of silly is that like, I was like reading through the little like, what's it called? The lawsuit, like you go pretty much, I guess the way a class action lawsuit works is like, first they have to prove that they are correct. And then when they prove that they're correct, then they have to prove, okay, well, how much do they now owe? And like pretty much like how much in total do they owe? Like what's the pot? And then, yeah, so because of that, I guess they're doing this one a little funny where they're going to disperse the pot based on how affected you were by the discrimination. You know what I mean? So, I'm trying to think of so I guess another law person is going to call me and go, hey, you worked at Google during this time. what's your story about how they discriminate against you? And I guess they're gonna do it based on like your tax forms and like what you end up making later on. So I don't know how that's gonna be, because like low-key after Google, I think I took a pay cut actually now I think about it. I'm about to get paid to the deal. I'm about to get paid. But yeah, not only did they not give me a promotion, but I think I went to go work at a startup after that paid me slightly less. And then they would have to then owe me based on, I might get paid, dude. I might get paid, dude. Now I think about it. Rosa says, it's insane that that's still around. Yeah. Can YouTube get sued into fixing themselves next? I mean, I think YouTube's owned by Google, so hopefully, I would assume it would affect YouTube employees as well. But yeah, we need to, I don't know, all these tech companies need to get their stuff rocked for sure. It's been way overdue. Simply, dude, this is like the life of a lifetime. I know, dude, I don't know. But again, I don't want to get too excited because it's not going to be like, oh my God, like here's $1 billion from Google. But like, it definitely would, it would help. You know what I mean? It would definitely make my day a lot better, let me tell you. I would sleep so much better at night. And it's also just very validating. Because I remember like feeling, and that's the biggest thing, I remember feeling like crazy. That I was like, dude, I worked so hard to get to this place. And I feel like they're being so racist to me and I just can't. But you can never like really prove it because it's like, I don't know, this is probably getting 2 minutes, but like California racism is like really different. And that's what I learned from, you know, working in tech, is that you get to meet black people from all over. And like East Coast racism is more like in your face, but like but you have like a community around you to help. Again, so let me not speak on it. I didn't grow up in the East Coast. So, but the community around it, and like there's not necessarily like a ceiling put on you, if I'm not mistaken. It's just people are more like blatantly like, we don't like the way you look, boy, or whatever, you know what I mean? But in West Coast, it's like no, we love you. It's just you live over there and you could never, you know, never go past this point in the company. You know what I mean? But we're not going to pretend like everything's fine. So, you know, because of that, it's like such a like mental like race, you're like mental like gymnastics you're doing. So I'm like, am I crazy or are they being racist? And it's like to have this and be like, I knew it. I knew it. You know what I mean? I know it. And what does Zaku be telling me? Trust your intuition. Zaku I should have just listened to, you know what I mean? Should have gone to the future, became friends with the Zaku already. And be like, what do you think, Zaku? And Zaku would have been like, trust your intuition, man. And I would have come back in time and been like, ah. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I know it's like really dark and sad, but at the same time, it's so validating. It's so like, oh. Younger me wasn't crazy. Let's go, dude. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's very bittersweet. Have you all been seeing the meme too of I've seen it a couple times, but it'll be like a black woman. And it'll be like a audio clip of Goku being like, I'm looking for the strongest fighters in the world. And like the caption will always be like, Goku showing up to my house as a black woman because he heard black women are strong and independent. Strong and independent. You know what I mean? It's a really dumb joke, but every time it pops up on my feed, I'm like, hell yeah, this is comedy. I'm looking for the strongest people in the world. And I'm really proud of myself too, because one of the reasons why I went to the jazz show is because I wanted to check out the venue. Oh yeah, the venue itself. Remember how I was saying that like the other place was like the inside of an Indiana Jones ride, where I was like, it might be too cool guy for a feature funk show. I went to the jazz show and it was like, it would have been way better for a feature funk show, because like the dance floor was all like a checkerboard and that was really sick, and they had like really like cool like 80s looking like disco ball type of things inside the ceiling, and the visual setup was like really dope. And like what I've noticed since running my show is that we don't really drink beer like that, but like you put a little cherry and like some little like purple stuff or like some blue stuff and like a cocktail. Yeah, that's how you guys drink. You call it, you know what I mean? It looks like G Fuel. That's when the buy stuff at the bar. for our community that I've noticed. So it looked like the bar was more focused on cocktails, which I've noticed back when I ran my show, people were mostly buying cocktails. Simply that sounds very ideal. Exactly, yeah. But the thing that was weird about the venue, I mean, not weird, but they didn't have outside speakers. So if you wanted to like dance, you had to be inside the room. And the room itself was about like 100 to 150, but the ticketing happens at like the very front, the front of the venue. So because of that, like to get into like, so, okay, my bad. So there was like, pretend this is like the inside, and like you're in here dancing, and if you want to go outside to walk out, you can't hear the music anymore. And then you're just in like a general like patio area that's like really big though. But to get into the venue, you have to like walk in through the patio. So pretty much like if you want to enjoy the music, you have to be inside the smaller room, but you get charged for the whole section. So like the thing is, I think what I'm bringing all this up to say is that like, I think it's, what I liked about the last show I played is that the music we could still hear outside. So you can still be like, I'm here to listen to Future Funk, but if I don't feel like dancing right now, I can hang outside and just chill. Whereas, you know what I mean? Whereas with this place, it's like, if you're here to listen to Future Funk, you have to choose between chilling or enjoying the music. And that's what I'm kind of like, and the overall space in general, I was like doing all my like, I used to run a show. What is the size of this venue? How many tickets do they expect you to sell? I was doing like the goddamn like, the one meme of like the white lady, she's doing the math in her head. That was me just like, you know what I mean? Like in the venue with my phone out, just like, and I bring all this up to say, I'm very proud of myself because I wrote in my notes, I think this is a 300 capacity venue. And that's gonna be too big for something that I'd wanna do. Just cause 300 cap, I'd have to like really crank the mads and hope and like, really like, please. Because even the one in LA was 250, and that one we did really good. But even some nights were like a little slower, so I wouldn't want to like put all my eggs in a 300 and be like, ooh. So in LA, I'd probably be more comfortable. Anyways, so I was thinking it was 300, and like there was no place where they listed the capacity, and I finally found it online, and it was 300, and I was like, look at me, I run shows, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It was a very like validating moment too. Rosa says, every time we think about jazz, I also think about Squidward besides the B movie. Oh yeah, it's clarinet. Totally. Yeah, Squidward's a jazz man too. Squidward. And somebody else says, it's good, but it would be a waste of potential space. Exactly, yeah. So I think it was, so I think, honestly, if I had to choose between the two, I think I'd rather choose the other one, even though it's more cool guy. I feel like this one had a better vibe, but like, yeah, it'd probably be a lot tougher. Like, I think this one's more built for like a 90s hip hop night where it's like, I'm here to just hang out and like meet people, than like, I'm here to like watch, I don't know, Newport do the craziest visuals, and then someone flew out to like play a set. Yeah, I mean, whereas like the other place was like, it's too cool guy, but like, you can like, I'm here to like watch I don't know, just throwing out, just it's coming to mind for some reason, but like if Fiverr flew out or something, like I'm here to watch Fiverr right now. Like the other place was better for that than like this place, because you might like not even be able to fit in the venue per the amount of tickets we have to sell. You know what I mean? Like it kind of requires people to not be in the inside for the whole thing to work. As I could tell. Might be different on a different night, but yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, jazz night was so sick. I want to become a jazz pianist so bad. But other than that, I saw, what else is going on? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this last time, but what was also really cool is I think one of like, there's like a neighborhood cat we have now. It's like a long black hair cat, and they were like kind of like walking around. They just like were laying in the sun. It was, I don't know, I took like some adorable cat pictures. I tried to get closer, but I scared them, and I was like, oh no, now I feel bad. I shouldn't have scared them. Loving, run for the wind. All right. So what else? What else are we talking about? Roses is all, yeah. They sound so fluffy. I know, yeah. As soon as I saw that, I don't know, as I've become more and more a cat dad, every time I see a cat now, I'm like, I must protect you. I must love you. For loving, the warmth of the wind. And I'm not gonna lie, because I'm in like I was mentioning Ariana Grande earlier, Groovy Kaiju. I was like, maybe, I don't know, because all throughout the year, I just look up, like, what songs I want to remix for the next Jams, for the next Christmas EP. And I was like, wonder if there's an Ariana Grande song I can remix. I couldn't find any, and I was like, damn. Because if I can't find a song to remix, what I'll do is I'll find a cover of the song and then remix that. And even, like, there wasn't many covers. All of the covers were, like, people just singing over the original. I was like, dang. Dang. And Cherry Cole says, I love albino raccoons. That's sick. I don't think I've ever seen one. Let me grab some CDs and I'll check one out. See what they look like. And Rampage says, I must let you thrive. Oh yeah, we're thriving, dude. At least we're trying to. We're trying our best to, that's for sure. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I hope you're thriving as well. What was really cool too is I watched a video about this one dude, I guess, built like an open world engine for the Nintendo 64. Have y'all seen that video on YouTube? Yeah, it recommended to me, and I was like, oh hell yeah. This is what I live for. Cause yeah, you know, this didn't. Oh, I must let you thrive as a cat dad. Okay, Rampage, I feel it. Yeah. Yeah, being a cat dad, kind of sick. One thing I'll never forget though is I remember once my cats got out, because I don't know, I'm such a like stoic cat father. I think I've told you before, but I've mentioned it before, but like, I don't know, sometimes my cats will come to me and like meow at me or something, like, what do you want? You know what I mean? I like try to talk to them like actual people. But so I don't know, but I remember once, because sometimes I'm like, am I really a good cat dad? Am I just, do I just treat them like a roommate? But then one of them got out once, because my brother had a dog, and the dog somehow opened the door and like ran in, and the cats were afraid of the dog. So the dog was like, I want to play, and the cat's just like, one of my cats just bolted out and like just left and ran away from the dog my brother had. And then my brother felt hella bad, but I was like so sad, dude. I was bummed. I was like, I've had, you know what I mean? But thankfully, the next morning, the cat was, you know, my cat Dio was just like chilling in the backyard, and I was like, get inside, you know what I mean? So, but in that moment, I was like, no, I love my cat so much. It was like an ultimate test of like, how much do you love your cats? I spent like all night trying to find him and everything. I was like, where'd he go? But we got Dio still. He's still being goofy all the time. In fact, I'm kind of proud of him because when I left to go to the gym, I think yesterday, like there was a moth like just sitting on my door. So when I opened the door, the moth freaked out and it flew inside. And I was like, Dio, I went to my, literally, I talked to him like people. So I went to Dio and I was like, Dio, I have a job for you. I have to leave. I need you to get the moth. And he just looked at me like, meow. And he just now got it like earlier today. So I was like, we communicate. Rosa says, me and my siblings saw a fat raccoon go down the drain once. Oh, that's wild. Did it get like stuck halfway or something? Hit a rampage calculating with the cat. Lol. Yeah, I mean, at this point though, I think they understand what I'm saying. Because sometimes I'll tell them stuff and they genuinely just know what I'm talking about. I'm like, Cherry Cola. It's so funny when people name their animals human names. Yeah, like George. That's George. Yeah, my other cat's name is Donut. Is Dio a human name? I feel like Dio is like that's like more like an anime character. What's funny though is when my brother still lived with me, he used to call Dio Theo, like Theo, because he thought I was saying Theo the whole time. So Dio technically has two names, because my brother calls him Theo. And that's a human name, he's Theodore. Rose is glad he's safe. Yeah, I was super stoked when I was so happy to see him safe. Rose says, we give Panda freedom to roam, so sometimes he loves getting brave and impulsively jumps over the wall. We watch him though, but it happens sometimes. Oh yeah. Yeah, cats sometimes, they just, they're like, today's my day. Sometimes cats are like, fuck it, we ball. You know what I mean? Hey, Cherry Cola, this is my pet bunny, Craig. Yeah. Craig would be a hella funny name for a pet. And then, what else? And Rosa says, I think of Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's a good anime. Yeah, I need to sit down and like watch all of it at some point. Well, at least most of it, because I know there's a lot of JoJo. But yeah. Didn't I add this to my watch later? Oh, I didn't. I must have. Oh, no, I did. Okay, we're good. All right, what else are we talking about? I think I ran out of things to talk about. Dang it. I told everything. But I always got ideas. I was thinking of some the other day too, actually. Y'all excited for the Michael Jackson movie? That's what I've been thinking about a lot lately, is like, who am I going to watch the Michael Jackson movie with? Do y'all have a plan for who you're going to watch the Michael Jackson movie with? Because I'm low-key think I might end up going with my buddy. My buddy was like, I don't like the director. And I'm like, dude, I like 30 blasted that one time. Like, the movie's pretty good if you don't have someone in your ear telling you that it's not. You know what I mean? So, as much as I love my friend, I don't want to walk out of the movie theater and then go like, it was okay. And I'm like, bro, this movie's going to change my life. Don't you dare. You know what I mean? Don't you dare say this movie's going to be okay. So I'm trying to think of someone I can watch the Michael Jackson movie with that's going to appreciate it as much as I am. Oh no, Roses, sorry, I'm skeptical about it. No. It's okay, Roses. It's okay. But yeah, I'm so hyped for it. I might be disappointed, who knows? Because I've had multiple people tell me now, like, I don't know, man. But it's just the thing is that, like, I know a lot of people were saying that they don't like the director because they also did what's it called? They also did Bohemian Rhapsody, the Queen movie. But the thing is, I really like the Queen movie. I really, really like the Queen movie. People are like, what do you mean you liked it? I'm like, I just did, dude. I think they did a really good job of making the concerts feel like you were at a concert, which is like hard for a movie to do. But like in the theater, I was like, wow, I really feel like I'm at Live Aid right now. This is cool. Rose says, but I'm a good sport if I don't like something. I feel that, yeah. That's good. Yeah, I'm sure my friend wouldn't like, I'm like exaggerating a little bit. But yeah, but we do tend to get into our like nerd fights though sometimes. Or we're like, your taste is shit, mine is better. What do you mean you like this? We'll get into our little like, no. Tails is canonically the best Sonic the Hedgehog character. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's our friendship. How dare you say that? So yeah. Oh, but speaking of taxes, I got my taxes back today. I got a tax guy. Super stoked on that. Did I ever tell you I had like a really sketchy tax guy? Cherry Cola, I like Rouge. Yeah, Rouge is sick. The older I get, the more I like Rouge. Did you end up, Cherry Cola, have you seen like the 1 hour video essay on like proving that Rouge the best Latina? Like they go like all the way to like the developer devlogs and stuff of like proving like her inspirations and like proving that she is indeed of Latina descent. Roses, it's Knuckles for me? Yeah, Knuckles! Knuckles is my guy. I love Knuckles too. Knuckles is my favorite. And Cream is sick too, Roses, yeah. Honestly, I kind of like all the Sonic characters. I ain't gonna lie. They're all kind of sick. They're really cooking. And Cherry Cola, Knuckles is black. I just can't prove it. I think there's also a 1 hour video essay proving that Knuckles is black. So you could I think you can find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And Caesar, good to see you, dude. We love Oceanside Living. Hey, thank you, dude. Yeah, Oceanside Living is I like that song too. I'm glad to hear that you like it too, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know. How's your Tuesday going? See, proving Knuckles from Sonic is black. No, there's no video like that. There is one for Rouge though, but not one for Knuckles. Dang. And Jerry Cole says, I like Twig. Who's Twig? Oh yeah, no, yeah. Twig is cool. Yeah, I've seen Twig. I know that was her name. Cherry Cola was in the same boat. I knew that was her name. And then Skyer says, I feel like if anything, he's Mexican or South American, since the Echidna aesthetic is based on Mayan and Aztec. That is very true. It is very like indigenous inspired for sure. Ooh, Skyer, you make a good argument, Skyer. You make a very good point. And Cherry Cola, I had a feeling Rouge was Latina since I was like 7. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know. I mean, I think it's something you think about when you get older, but when I was a kid, I was just like, oh yeah, that's just the Batgirl. I didn't even consider that, you know what I mean? But I always knew Piccolo was black. As a kid, even as a kid, I was like, yeah, this Piccolo's a black guy. But that one hit me real hard. But it wasn't until I got older that I was like, yeah, Rouge is Latina. You know what I mean? And Twig, yeah, she's from Sonic Boom. I just looked it up. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. See, that says, me and my friends love this song. We're from Brazil. Hey, that's what's up, dude. I want to go to Brazil one day so bad. I had the opportunity to like a long time ago, but I ended up going to, yeah. I think, yeah, I was working at Google, funny enough. I know I was just complaining about Google, but I was looking at Google, and there was a time where they were like, hey, we're trying to do this conference out in Brazil. And I had friends that went, but I think I couldn't go for some reason. I think I had like a deadline or something. But I want to, yeah, thanks for the love from Brazil, dude. I appreciate it. Brazil's cool. Sky says Piccolo's the father who stepped up. Yeah, dude, for real. He really did. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. But also, oh yeah, I was going to talk about something. I forgot what it was. We're talking about oh, I remember now. Yeah. Oh, I got my taxes. Yeah, I got my taxes. I got my taxes done, thankfully. So shouts out if you're getting your taxes done. So if you haven't got your taxes done, you know, it's coming up. But I got 0 refund because before, did I quit my job last year? No, I moved out here. But yeah, pretty much because of the move and everything, I think I like broke even on the entire business. So I was just kind of like just floating, finagling my way through doing full-time music. But in terms of like the P&L, it was like break even. So I didn't owe anything, but I didn't get anything. And I was like, oh. You know what I mean? But I officially did music for a whole year. So that's pretty cool. And Rosa says, I hear about Brazil from a friend who lives there and it sounds awesome. Yeah, for real though. One of these days, we'll all go to Brazil. We'll do a Groovy Kaiju field trip to Brazil. Dun, dun. Yeah, that happened. Oh, and tomorrow, I'm super stoked because one thing I was considering for a little bit was before the assistant, I was thinking of like, what if I just found like a college kid at like a, you know, because there's like a bunch of college stuff over here in Arizona. Like Arizona State University is one of the biggest colleges. And I was like, they have to have some like music business program where there'd probably be someone stoked to just like help me pack orders. And I could like pay them something, and then you know, I could like also like put them on to like everything that I'm doing if it's helpful to them. But then I was like, I don't know if I want like a random college kid in my house though. You know what I mean? Because not even do I want that, but also too like that's hella sketchy for them. I'd be like, hey, I'm a musician. You should just come to my house. You know what I mean? So like that's not safe at all. So because of that, I was trying to look into like where can I like just pull up with like a suitcase of CDs and like orders, like bubble mailers, and be like, all right, let's hang out. You know what I mean? But I was looking up all the options and they were all like super expensive, even just to like, you know, hang out in an area to like do stuff like that. So I was like, dang. But I found out that actually the city of Mesa in Arizona has a building that's like open to the public that anyone can use and do stuff like that. So if they're like, if you're a small business, it's like to help small businesses. Like if you're a small business and you need like a little space, like you're welcome to come here. One of the most random things, they have a podcast studio. So there's like a podcast studio that you can like rent out for completely free and record like a 1-hour podcast and then just get the files and bounce. So I was like, that's so random. But yeah. So tomorrow they have like a little like event that I'm gonna try to go to and see who pulls up. Because I just want to go like, hey, you know, if I ever have this need, can I just pull? Because I think during Monster Tape 1, I'm probably gonna need. I mean, I think it's gonna be mostly friends, so I probably don't mind them coming to my house. But just, you know, just in case, just in case, it's good to know what resources you got available to you. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go check it out tomorrow. And since it's like a networking event, I don't know, I'll be like, anyone here make CDs by any chance? How much would you charge me to make CDs? I'll order like 1,000. And Rosa says, I was gonna suggest putting an ad on walls with information. Oh yeah, true. Could try that too. Hey, Cherry Cola says, "The hydrate, I got you." That would be sick. Thank you, Cherry Cola. No problem, hell yeah. But so that's happening, and then what's also cool, got some new shoes yesterday because low-key I've been again scraping by money-wise. So like because I skate, my normal shoes that I just wear every day, then I'm getting like a huge hole in them, and I was like, I should get actual shoes, man. This is getting really bad. So I got 2 new pairs of Vans. It's pretty stoked. And yeah, I think I mentioned a billion times, but Vans, like all the skate shoe companies got bought out by big companies. So I was like, let me just get Vans because even though they're a big company, like SZA's now the creative director. And like I like some of the SZA songs, but what does she know about skateboarding shoes? I don't know, every time I say that. But yeah. So yeah, I got me 2 pairs of Vans. And what's funny though is that on like the videos at the Vans store, they had a bunch of videos of SZA being like, look at me in my Vans. And I was like, hell yeah. But no, but SZA's for real. I love SZA's music. So I got new shoes. And low-key, I like before I even got the Vans, I was like, you know what? Since they're all corporations anyways, let me just find some like just normal shoes on like Amazon or something. And they were so bad. I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize that like shoes could be this bad. So I ended up just like, you know, returning them. And let me just go to the Van store. That's what I get for trying to save money. But yeah, oh, and I have a song coming on Friday. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, actually, it's the last Aviscerall song. So I remember I told you, Roses, or I'm not that I just told you only, but we were talking about how like I'm probably gonna slow down Aviscerall stuff, and you're like, no, it's really good, which I appreciate. But yeah, I'm releasing the last Aviscerall single for like a long while, probably on Friday, and it's called "You Are Who You Are." So yeah, I'm super stoked on that. I'm especially excited to see how people respond to the email, because Rose is excited to hear. Hey, thank you, Roses. Yeah, the Kaiju Club email too. I like, you know, I think the subject line is like the last Aviscerall song, and then in the inside the email it's like at least for a while. You know what I mean? But what's it called? Because yeah, I remember I was like, so when I first started the Kaiju Club, I was like, I don't want anyone. Not that I was just trying to avoid it, but like people are here for Groovy Kaiju, not Aviscerall. But then one survey, people were like, nah, send it to us, we don't care. And then they ended up like being like, some people being like, I like your Aviscerall stuff more than your Groovy Kaiju stuff. I was like, oh wow. You know what I mean? So now it's like trippy to like full circle. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jerry Cole says, that reminds me, I was able to have and make a fruit infused water after a long time not being able to. Oh, sick. Yeah, fruit infused water is so dank. I always forget I could do that. And it's like hella good for you too. Sick. And that's all the orders. Yay. Dun, 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 dun. So I'll drop all these off tomorrow. Dun, 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 dun. But, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna make more CDs. Because we need more CDs. But I gotta figure out how these work. Or what I did with them. Are these all, these are all Groovy Galaxies. I mostly need a couple of these, why not? In fact, I think it's kind of silly that, yeah, I don't know. But other than that, I'm listening to Monster Shape 1 a lot myself personally. I'm super stoked on how everything's sounding. So that's really cool. I'm trying to think what else. Oh no. Actually, that might work. Let me see if I can think of something. Dun, 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 dun. One thing I low-key miss is selling stuff on eBay. So it's like for a little bit, I was like selling a bunch of my stuff on eBay, and that was really cool. Like if you have a bunch of stuff, I'd say figure out how to sell on eBay. I know it's super random advice, but it's actually not that hard. I mean, I think maybe I'm in a special position where I have all the shipping stuff already. But yeah, back when I was, eBay was cool. Oh my god. Like I kind of want to get into thrifting, but I feel like that's like such an overdone thing. Like everyone's like, oh my god, I thrifted and I flip something. So yeah, but I don't know. Maybe one of these days. Oh yeah, my buddy posted a meme that was like, it was like out for some reason it was two M&Ms, but one M&M was like, "Dog, are you okay?" And the other one was like, "No, I paid a lot of money for really bad food, and I never felt something so harder in my life." Because I hate when you like go somewhere that's like really nice and you're like super hyped on it and the food sucks, dude. That ruins my whole day every time. I'm like, why? How dare you do this to me? And Rosa says, is eBay really worth it? Since these days I felt people didn't look over scalpers. Wait, in terms of like buying stuff from eBay or like selling stuff on eBay? Because like for me it was mostly I was like selling stuff that I already had. So like I had like, I don't know, because I collected like a bunch of stuff. So I would just, at some point I was like, you know what? I never actually used this. A lot of it was unopened too. So I was like, I'm not even actually enjoying this thing. You know what I mean? So like, how about I should just sell it. So I did that. And yeah, it worked out for me. Okay, cool. I got these. Oh, selling? Yeah. Yeah, selling, I think it's totally worth it. I mean, I had a good time. I was like, oh, wow. And like, low-key, I was able to pay a bunch of bills by just selling stuff on eBay. Which I needed at the time, for sure. And Cherry Cola says, I hate expensive, shitty, and far restaurants. Pick a struggle. True. Yeah, some restaurants be wildin'. It's like, bro. And sometimes, I don't know, you ever like ate somewhere where you're like, who's paying for this food? I'm just here visiting. But like, sometimes the restaurants will be packed and you're like, there's no way everyone else likes this. You know what I mean? Are we all thinking the same thing right now, or are we all pretending? Dun, 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 dun. And Rosa says, but to be fair, I'd want to get rid of some of the collectibles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but if you're a collector and you're like, you know, it's time for something to go, what actually recommend? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Cherry Cola, I can't pretend like something my face gives me away. Yeah, I have a few friends that are like, just they wear their emotions on their sleeve, which I kind of respect though, because that's super sick. Like you never have to like, yeah, I think that's really cool. I respect a lot when people can just, you know, show who they are at all times. Because that, you know, sometimes it takes a lot to do that. Dun, dun, dun. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of what else I can bring up. Oh yeah, duh. Oh, yeah, keeping it real. The reason why I got the shoes too is because I mentioned the tarot person I went to was like, yo, you're supposed to get into a major relationship soon. And I was like, huh? So I was like, so because she told me that, I was thinking about it, I was like, all my shoes have holes in them. I do not have any clothes for a date at all right now. So I was like, at least let me get shoes, man. That's one thing, because I remember my mom used to always just be on me about my shoes. because growing up skating, my shoes are always like, you know, either dirty or messed up. Because I was just always skating 24/7. Mom was like, "There's no way like you could ever like meet someone like that." So now I have like this. The only thing I'm particular about is like my shoes need to look nice. That's what my mom used to always complain to me about. Is that like you'll never be able to meet anyone because your shoes are always messed up. So now I have like shoe PTSD. Which is kind of funny. But I still think it might be the assistant person. But we'll see. I don't know. I think I'll know by next week, like what's going on. So we'll have to stop back in. Find out next time. What am I like? Oh yeah, I'm looking for the jewel cases. I need to get those giant. Oof, my knees hurt. Ah. So these are the tray cards. Where the? Oh, they're all in the living room. Dang. Ugh. I might have to, like, I'll keep. What's it called? I'll be right back. Oh, Rough Patch, dude. What up, dude? Goat, how you doing, Rough Patch? I have to grab some CDs real quick. Yeah, Rough Patch and I, we got Mexican food the other day. Dude, thanks again for showing us that the TP Wii Mexican food place. It was hell. I've been thinking about it still. I like that it was like one of those Mexican food places where they bring out the plate and it's like the food is so hot. So like if you touch the plate, it like burns your hands. I love places like that. And it was like hella cheap, dude. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, actually, let me grab my phone because I'm gonna be out in the living room for like a little second. While I have to open up this big old box of CD jewel cases. But yeah, Rough Patch, did I ever tell you that after me, you, and Frank all got of course, Legend? Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, after you, me, and Frank all got Mexican food, me and Frank got our auras read at like a little like metaphysical shop. It was pretty cool. And oh yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, I don't think Frank would mind, but like what was wild, his like they said his intuition was like off the charts. Like literally it went off the screen. They were like, bro, your intuition is so, it broke the machine. It was off the charts. I was like, hey. But mine was really grounded. And then we got boba after. It was really cool. But yeah, I'm out here. I can see everyone's chat though. Yeah, I want to go back to the Mexican food place. It's like now in my yeah, Rough Patch. Hell yeah, too much aura. Literally too much aura. It broke the camera, the aura camera. All right, cool. We'll open this up real quick. Ugh. I don't know if y'all can hear the boxes and stuff. But yeah, because you know I only moved out here like a year ago, so I'm still like trying to find food places to eat at. Like I don't know, never have to like when like friends visit. I'm like I don't know what to eat, dude. I just barely moved out here, so that's probably gonna be one I need to go to places now is to take people there. So thank you. Yeah, actually, do you have any other like I don't know? I should have asked you the other time, but do you have any other like Phoenix recommendations, Rough Patch, of like places to eat, things to do when friends visit? Okay, cool. What is this? Tray cards? Yep. Tray only. Oh yeah. Alright, I'll be back. I'm coming back and forth because I gotta get up all these different boxes. Yeah, I'm also. What's funny though is I did bring my Kindle to the jazz show, but I never used it. So I thought it was gonna be more like that's another thing about the jazz show. I thought it was gonna be a lot more like a small, like chill, intimate event. But like no, dude, the jazz they were playing was like lit. Like there was some point where like the drummer was just like, yeah, 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 and we're just like, just going crazy. But yeah, Rough Patch, since you're also in Phoenix, there's like a really cool jazz night on Sundays. If you're ever trying to pull up, let me know. It was super mega sick. What was also kind of funny though is that at some point in the jazz show, like there was this really sick guitarist there, and like, you know, at some point he had to like pull up right next to me, and you know, I guess he was like standing right next to me, and so I was like, hey man, that was sick. And then I saw him just talking to everyone. I was like, should I make a friend right now? Should I talk to him some more? That'd be kind of cool. But then like this one girl came up to him and just started talking to him, and I was like, oh no, I gotta let a legend work. You know what I mean? I gotta let him live his moment. You know what I mean? Because he just played a super sick show, and the girl was like, hey, like, so what's up? And I was like, okay, no, this is, let me play the background for this one. I don't want to stop my mans from enjoying himself. But anyways, Rosa says, coolest people went all out. Yeah, it was super sick. I could tell there's passion involved. Yeah, it was definitely like a more passion. Like everyone was just there for the vibes, which is really cool. It's really cool to see. Yeah, damn it. Wonderful. Oh yeah. There we go. I'll throw away the rest of the stuff later. Actually, I kind of need the cardboard though. Nah, I'll just keep throw away the bow wrap. Simply Dale says, yeah, can't be that guy that messes up potential matchmaking. Exactly, Simply Dale. Hey, what's up, King? Good to see you. How you doing, King? Anything new with you? How's your Tuesday? Because I don't know if you saw like the one J. Cole album, where like there's like an interlude where he's like, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? It's like J. Cole trying to, you know, talk to some girl. As a guy in the background was like, yo man, like J. Cole, what's up, man? He's like, hey man, give me a second, bro. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Yeah, I thought it was really silly. He was like, bro, come on, bro. Can't you see I'm busy, bro? Please. That's kind of an annoying spot. I'll be okay. I'll leave it there for now. Actually, should I put it somewhere else? No, it's fine. Actually, okay. My bad. You're watching me organize the studio real quick. But King says, good. So far, nothing new. How's yours? It's been cool. Yeah, I went to the gym earlier. My water got turned off, so I'm like pretty sticky right now because I'm still like, I haven't taken a shower since the gym. But we'll probably stop streaming and like, I don't know, I might just put this away and then, nah. Yeah, maybe I might call it there and probably have to organize this and maybe call it there. But yeah, so I'm trying to take a shower low-key because I can feel the stick. I can feel myself getting stickier and stickier. Yeah, how about we call it in like 15 minutes? So I want to at least get some of this done. But what is this? This is Monster Tape. This is Radical Reptar. But yeah, King hasn't said anything else after that. But yeah, so I've been chilling, hanging out with Jermaine, talking about my cats. And there we go. Whoa. Yeah, King, fair enough. Lol. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I just, you know, I mean, came back from the gym and stuff. That goes there, and then we're good. And Rosa says, yeah, I don't like feeling that way, especially in the summer as it gets worse. Exactly, Roses. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to survive this Phoenix summer again. Last year was, honestly, it's not that bad. It's just air conditioned all the time. But my AC broke last summer living in Phoenix, and I was like, damn, well, this might be it. This might be it for me. I remember my house was like 90 degrees on the inside, and I was just like trying to fall asleep, but I couldn't because it was so hot. But I am kind of excited, just like, I know I just started going outside again. I'm like, yeah, I'm going outside, let's go. And then literally in like 2 months, I'm gonna be like, yep, Gotta stay inside again because it's so hot. But I bet I'll get a lot done. I'm always excited to get a lot of stuff done. I love getting stuff done. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, King says, when it gets to the point you have to be glued to an AC/fan, it's over. Exactly, King, dude. It's over. Oh, I forgot the trade cards. Dun, dun, dun. When you start hearing the Gerudo Valley music, that's when you know it's over. When you start hearing that dun, 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 dun. It's a fucking Zelda song. Rose says, hanging out in the beach eventually could be nice as is when. I forget, it sounds weird to say when there's like 90-degree weather over here. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Speaking of the beach, that's one thing, like, I don't know. It's funny because when I was living in LA, I was like, yeah, you know, the beach is just right there. And now I've been like, I kind of want to go to I haven't been to the beach in a while. I kind of been craving it. But now I'm like, dang, I don't live next to the beach anymore. You know what I mean? I just can't go to the beach anytime I want anymore. I'm like, no. No. Oh my god. Bruh. Hey, Logan. Yo, Logan, what up? Oh, Zaku. Zaku, I'm so happy. But good to see you, Logan. How's your Tuesday? And I am... Holy shit. I'm so excited to hear, Zaku. You have no clue. You have no clue how excited I am to hear. Sick. Yeah, when am I free? I'll remind me. When can I text you? When are you free? Are you free all the time, Doc? Oh, no, you're not free all the time. Not to be like that, but you know what I mean. So I think I'm doing something. Nah, tomorrow. Yeah, I have to go to the gym tomorrow. That's what I'm doing. And I'm talking to Navi on Thursday. Maybe Friday? Am I doing something Friday? I don't know. I'll text you. We'll figure it out. Or you text me so I don't forget, please, Zaku. Because I really want to know. I really am curious. Can you at least tell me, is it good or bad? Or neutral? If you don't mind sharing. And Logan says, my Tuesday's going good. How about yours? It's going good. Yeah, we're probably going to stop streaming a little bit, though. I think once I do this like stack of CDs real quick, I'm going to take a shower. Because my water got turned off in my apartment. So I haven't taken a shower since the gym, and I'm like tired of feeling sticky. Low key. So yeah. This actually goes right here. That's what my issue was. That's why I'm having issues. And then I guess I'll just do this. Oh damn, hit me with the zipper mouth emoji, he ain't telling. Oh dang. Alright, well I'll have to just ponder the orb. And Logan says, oof, yeah. But it's okay, you know, we're alright. We're surviving. Just hanging out. But Logan, the other day I did actually have to buy a business thing, like on Amazon, and I was like, shouts out to Logan for putting me onto Amazon Business Prime. I like literally had that thought. I think I saved like $2 and I was like, hey, hell yeah, Logan, thank you. And somebody else has got to wait in anticipation. Now I know the whole time I'm just gonna be like, dang, what happened? Yeah, I think I get it from my mom. My mom is also really nosy when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like every time I see my mom, she's like, oh my god, who are you talking to? And like even my friends, my mom's like, who are your friends talking to? I'm like, what? She's always looking for the relationship tea. Get it from my mother. And then Logan says Business Prime is just goated. What can I say? Yeah, it really is, dude. Hey, that LaCroix used to not be on Amazon Business, but now it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I wonder what made it get on there. Probably just because everyone was like, we need it. So remember LaCroix was like, I think they're like a small like brand out of the US. And like they kind of blew up out of nowhere. So I think a lot of it was probably just them trying to handle all the demand. from every like company ever being like, we need LaCroix. Dun, 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 dun. And Logan says, I'm quitting soda and sweets because I live with my grandma. She's pre-diabetic. Strawberry peach LaCroix saving me. Lavelle, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, honestly, same. I don't really eat sugar that much. I mean, except honey. I'll eat like honey with my pancakes in the morning, which low-key, I think I'm starting to hit the wall where I'm like, okay, maybe not pancakes every morning. So I might start, I don't know what I'm gonna eat for breakfast instead though. I was like pretty, just pancakes and honey every morning. But I got a bunch of eggs, so I might start eating eggs or something. But yeah, I don't know. I'm saying I have like a bunch of like sugar-free drinks and stuff. But I mostly drink water. I just drink water, tea, and coffee. That's like the ultimate combo for me. Logan, honey and pancakes while ginseng and honey is playing. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's a little too synchronous. The little shuffle is kind of going crazy sometimes. It happens like every stream where something like we'll just happen to be talking about something and like the song will autoplay into it. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how that business event thing goes. I wonder if some cool there. Logan, imagine you started talking about Beach Future Funk and Poker Adventure DX plays. I know, right? Well, I was just talking about the beach earlier, so yeah. Or we were. Because yeah, I think I'm starting to get I miss like the ocean air. Maybe I'll have to do like a beach trip or something. And then get the update from Zaku IRL about this coffee shop person. But I know I can't though. But in my dreams, I would. Yeah. Oh yeah. What's also wild too is we only have like 100 Monster Tape Zero vinyl left, and like we're in that weird zone where I'm like, should I order more? Because like I said, March always does like not as good, so I'm like, I want to time it just right so I don't have to like have a bunch of Monster Tape Zero vinyl that I might need immediately. Because Monster Tape 1's coming out, I don't know if that's going to affect how Monster Tape Zero starts selling. Because we were like, why would I get the old one when I can get the new one? You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh no. So I got a hard decision to make in these coming weeks. And Logan says, oh yeah, I just love water in general since my birthday is Friday. Oh dude, happy early birthday. Oh yeah, you told me last time. You're going to water park to your friends. Making them on the highest ride for this funny. I'm gonna play Orca in the car. Hey dude, thank you. I hope they like it. And Logan says you should make a bundle of Monster Tape Zero and Monster Tape 1. Yeah, that's the whole, yeah. So I'm gonna have to do some big brain stuff once Monster Tape 1 comes out, because I think I want to have, so I don't know how this is gonna work, but I think I want to make 2 separate free CD Facebook things, or one's, because Monster Tape Zero is still crushing. So like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? But Monster Tape 1, I want to make a whole new set of like, you know, like different like videos and stuff to get people to try out Monster Tape 1. But I want them to be 2 separate bundles. Like I want Monster Tape Zero to be the bundle that's been working and not like break anything. But I think I'm gonna make the Monster Tape 1 bundle like Monster Tape 1, Destroy All Monsters, New Game Plus, and then probably Still Groovy, and see how that does. And then eventually when we drop Legend of the Empire, we'll replace Still Groovy with Legend of the Empire. And Logan says, my grandma and my sister love your stuff, so maybe my friends will too. Oh, I'm glad to hear they love it. That's so cool. Heck yeah. Made for loving you, I know that it's true. Because like, keeping it real, ideally I wanted to have 2 separate bundles between Monster Tape 1 and Monster Tape Zero, so you gotta get both. And then you would have the whole discography, you know what I mean? Because I would hate to be like, hey, do you want Monster Tape 1? And then well, I'm giving you a CD. Do you want the same CD you already have? Yeah, I mean, then I feel like that would be kind of like, meh. So I'm trying to find that balance. And Logan says, oh yeah, that would be fire. And then maybe on the promo page, you can show up Must Save 1 on Must Save 1 and vice versa. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'd probably do. Just try to like figure out how to link them together in a way that makes sense. So it doesn't like, because I want to also give people like analysis paralysis. Where they're just like, there's too many albums, I don't know which one I want. So I have to like find the right balance. And 444, dude, how you doing? Good to see you. How you been? So it depends on the album art. Lately, I've been mostly working with this person named Mikian Art. So like Michaela. She's like a character designer. She's on Instagram. I think it's MYKN Art. So MYKNART on Instagram. And yeah, they'll make the character design. Sometimes they'll make like little background things for me here and there, but like, yeah, I guess I'm more doing the graphic design, but she does the actual character for Groovy Kaiju. That makes sense. I almost said Groovy Godzilla, dude. That's crazy. I almost said that on accident. But what up, brother? Yeah. I just flew back to 2016 in my brain. Yeah, it's about that time. And I'm getting hungry. And I'm trying to take a shower. It's about that time, y'all. But let me, I got like 5 CDs left, and I think we'll call it. Not put everything away and stuff. But Roses, thank you for letting me know that you think it makes sense. Because what I'm hoping, like ideally, people will just like pick one, grab the whole bundle, and be like, this is really good. And then, and be like, well, here's the other one. I want the other album now. And then they'll end up buying both. So that'd be kind of sick. But, and yeah, Must Save 1, of course, is going to be the same as Must Save 0, just as long as you pay the shipping. But I think I'm going to do I was saying this last time. I forgot if you were there, Logan, but saying last time, I think I'm going to do a deluxe edition for Must Save 0, or Must Save 1, I'm sorry. So for the Kaiju Club, when it launches, I might be like, just get the deluxe edition, like normal, just pay the shipping. But like for everyone else, they got to pay extra for the Monster Deluxe Edition because they weren't an OG. You know what I mean? So yeah. Rose's throwback, I know, right? And so about that time, yep, we're almost there, dude. But Logan says, I was in some of Groovy God's remastered stuff today, man. It's so good even compared to your newer stuff. It's timeless. Hey, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, every once in a while, like when I feel like going back to old me, I'll just listen to that and I'm like, wow. Oh, wow. I like playing at shows a lot too, because then you can tell who's really about it. I'm still never playing Space Danny in public though, Lamau. No, I feel you on that. That's valid. That's super valid. Well, I gotta figure out what to make for dinner though. I have a bunch of shredded chicken. I think I might just eat barbecue sandwiches again. I ate that last night. It was pretty good. That's like my quickest meal is just get a bunch of shredded chicken and just add a ton of barbecue sauce to it, microwave it, barbecue chicken sandwiches, dude. With some protein bread, there you go. I need some water, I'm thirsty. Logan, bro, shredded chicken hits different. It really does, dude. It really does. Yeah, especially because I just make mine in the Instant Pot. I just let it go. Like I'll get chicken thighs, put in the Instant Pot with a bunch of seasoning, just let it cook for 30 minutes. And then I just shred it up immediately and keep it in the fridge. And it's just such a good thing to add to any dish. It's so versatile. Kid Logan, I'm gonna be AFK. I'm finding my favorite song. Hey, thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm excited to hear which one it is. Yeah, I'm starting to get a headache too. Oh no. I gotta take a shower because I need to take a shower. Ah! Oh my god. Oh yeah, wait. Okay. I think what the Japanese says, because Loki, I got that Japanese like speaking sample from like a sample pack, and I'm pretty sure it says like, wait, was this all a dream? Because it was like, you know, the whole point of the song is called I Had a Dream. It was in a 90s anime. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, if someone speaks Japanese, let me know if I'm way off, but that's what the sample pack says, what the Japanese says, and that was like perfect. So that's why I made the little bridge. And Logan says, Beach Vibes just hits different and has no unhinged intro, so I can actually play with my family now. I'm glad to hear it, dude. What's funny is once I was like talking to, once I was talking to 3D Blast, and he was like, yeah, I hate when songs have just like generic titles. You know what I mean? Like, make the title of your song actually mean something. Like, I don't know, when I see someone name a song like Beach Vibes, I'm like, bro, are you for real right now? And I was like, Randy, I have a song called Beach Vibes. And he was like, oh. But I used to live in SoCal. I know what the beach is like. I'm allowed to make that song. I'm allowed to name it Beach Vibes. And Logan says, surfing the web jukebox. Oh yeah, heck yeah, dude. Thank you, yeah. Yeah, surfing the web is also a lot of fun to play live. And it's cool too. It's the Momoko sample. And Jukebox Jam, yeah, Jukebox Jams is a lot of fun too. Thank you, dude. I appreciate the kind words. And Rose's Lamau, yeah. And Randy was like, and I said it still. Randy did not back down. I was like, no, that's fair though. I get what he was trying to say. It's valid. Cause like, there's one of my favorite bands is called like Dads, like just, you know, as if like you're someone's dad, but Dads. It's like a Midwest emo band. And the title of the song is, if your song has the word beach in it, I'm not gonna listen to it. Just like making fun of everyone who like puts a song title called like Beach whatever. And it's like on the album, right? And the next song is called Let's Go to the Beach. So like playing into the exact thing that they were just making fun of. And Rosa says, sometimes generic works and that's okay. Oh, thank you, Rosa. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes we do just need just normal bread. Just normal, good old normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Logan knows he is right though, because it sounds like a soap scent or something. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, if you think about it. Maybe, I don't know, I still want to make a Groovy Kaiju fragrance one of these days. Maybe that'll be the name of the fragrance. It's Beach Vibes off that one song. Oh. And Rose says beach soap smells nostalgic. Yeah, I love it. I love all like the ocean. That's one of my favorite like scents and smells for sure. Oh wow. There we go. And Logan says the nerve to do that just because he said songs with titles like Beach Vibes suck. I know, right? Yeah. It'd be funny. And somebody else says, dang, did we come up with one before? Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to do like a baby powder ocean mix or something. Like something that smelled like, because I don't know why, but to me, I feel like Groovy Kaiju would smell like baby powder. If you could smell them. Like fresh baby powder, but he just came out the ocean at the same time. For some weird reason. And Logan says the native ocean and timber shampoo soap is so good. I agree with you. And Roses, imagine a ginseng and honey soap. Oh, that would be so sick. And Skyra says you should make baby powder incense a reality. I know, right? Yeah, making incense honestly isn't that difficult if I'm not mistaken. I'd be super down. The only reason why I would be burning incense in here 24/7. But what's it called? Because they're so cheap to get too. But I found out it's like really bad for cats. Because like they got little cat lungs, so they can't like handle the smoke as well. So like if you burn incense in your house, like you kind of want to keep the cats out of the room where you're burning them. But even then, it's kind of like, you probably shouldn't though, keeping it real. And I was like, no, but I like my house to smell good. Now it has to smell like just normal ass cat. And Logan says, or baby powder incense. Yeah, exactly, dude. Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. All right, y'all, putting everything away, and I think we're gonna pretty much done for the day. I gotta organize all this stuff. I'm so excited to take a shower right now. You guys have no clue. Oh, black nutrient cologne will be sick, dude. Just smells like metal. It probably just smells like you got done working on a car. Honestly, if that was like an actual scent, that's what I imagine that would smell like. Maybe next time, maybe next stream we'll be like, what does every Groovy Kaiju song smell like? Or any song in general, really. I really wish I had a better sense of smell. I don't know why, but I've always been not given the ability to smell stuff as good. I can hear stuff really good. I got a good sense of hearing, but I don't know why I'd be struggling to smell stuff. And that was before COVID. Like even ever since then. So yeah. Or not since then, but like even before then. That's what I was trying to say. All right, cool. Got all the orders, and yeah. You gotta make all right, see ya, Torchillas 2,424. Yeah. You gotta make some scent lore for every group. Exactly, dude. That'd be super, I'd be down. Maybe when I get the chance. Future me, when I rewatch the VOD. Make some scent lore. But yeah, my brain is turning off. VTech just smell like fuel, imagine. It smells like gasoline. That'd be hella funny. I think I want VTech to smell like sunset, if that's a scent. And that Rampage says, all right, dudes and duets, yep. Yeah, that Rosa says, I just found out I can be sensitive to a strong sense over sickness because I was always sensitive when I realized it got worse. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I think your senses get heightened when you're sick because you're trying to like survive. Your body's like, oh. Or Urbosa smell like desert. Yeah, I think Urbosa would smell like desert. Like, yeah, that's a scent. Is that a scent? Maybe like I don't know what it would, yeah. Something like sandy, that's for sure. And King something floral, definitely. I definitely want to do some floral too. I gotta figure out how to make things smell like Jermaine. Jermaine smells pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It smells like a rattlesnake. Wow, Rampage. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. How to make a thumbnail? I'm gonna make a thumbnail. I'll grab my Keyblade. I still got that motherfucking thing on me. Hey. What was the title of the stream? Oh, we were talking about like Arabic. Yeah, I had the Keyblade. Talking about Arabic stuff. It's gonna be funny. All right, that's a silly thumbnail. Anyways, all right, y'all. Well, I'll see you on Sunday. I have a lot more stuff to talk about on Sunday too, just because I won't be fiending for a shower on Sunday. And Rip Sora, yeah. Rip Sora, dude. Yeah. But I'll catch y'all around. Take it easy. See you Sunday if you're free. And yeah. Oh yeah. So catch you around King, catch you around Skyer, catch you around Roses, Rampage, catch you around Logan, catch you around Simply Hideo. Catch you around 444 if you're still watching, catch you around Zaku. And yeah. Sounds good. Had a good time. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. Thanks for having a good time today. Yeah, have a good time, everybody. Yeah. Catch you around, y'all. Take it easy. Peace.